Hello, what's up this afternoon, everyone? Sorry, no countdown today. I know, normally we do the countdown, but I just finished recording a bunch of Magic, and I want to get into the stream as soon as possible, because we have a lot of cool decks to go over today. What's up, Thori? How are you? It's Chardonnay, it's Labrador, Halfwing Steed, Birds, Arocalypse. How is everyone doing today? Did you get my Sorceress King deck? And my Ulsa Mesa deck. Ooh, wait, that doesn't, when did you send it to me, Birds? That doesn't actually, oh, I see it there. I do see it. Black Mage's Schemes. That does look sweet. Yeah, I have it now. I hadn't seen it before. That does look cool. It's on my to-do list to try to combo off with Mind Splicer Apparatus and Sorceress Schemes. We have some new subscribers. Swing for Zero, Rusnatuck. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tip for you. Thank you. The Ugin deck worked way better. The only downside of that deck is it actually felt competitive, like oddly competitive. I was thinking it was going to be, I mean, we're built around a bunch of super expensive Planeswalkers and playing 4 copies of all of them. I did not expect it to actually be competitive, and that deck actually was kind of crushing people. So today, everyone, Kid Cozy for the 43rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Today is, yeah, I was amazed by that too. Today's an early access stream. If you've never been here for early access day, it's a little different. This gotta be Landfall, right? I think, because there's a Chocobo there. So if you've never been to an early access stream, little different than normal stream. So during a normal stream, we usually play like 1 deck, maybe 2 decks over the course of 3 hours. Today's goal is a little bit different. We are going to get through as many new decks as possible, and I've got a bunch of different decks. So if you want to see the deck list, let me know. This should work for you. The doc should be public, but if the doc doesn't work, let me know and I'll fix it. There's a list of decks that we're working with today. We have everything from a bunch of equipment decks with Cloud. We got Sephiroth Aristocrats. We got Chocobo. We got Towns. We got a Summon Enchantment Reanimator decks. We got Summon Leviathan decks. Mill. We got some Soul Sisters, some Legendary Soul Sisters, Landfall, Kefka Reanimator, Big Red Clive. We got Yashola Brink. We got so many decks to try. Hey, what's up, Third Blood? How are you? So we're going to be jumping around, trying out a bunch of sweet new Final Fantasy decks. If you got stuff that you really want to see, let me know if there's something that jumps to the top of your list that you just cannot miss today. But that's the plan for today. We're just going to try as many cool new Final Fantasy decks as possible and see how the cards feel. It is early access day, so the record, not the most important thing. We want to see how things feel, see what's fun. Not a doppelgang. There's no doppelgang in the Towns deck. I guess there could be. The problem I ran into was like, I don't know. What's the best doppelgang target? Dragonback Assault? I guess that's fine. Like, that's kind of funny to copy Dragonback Assault a bunch of times, and then like 1 land drop makes a million dragons. So it could be worth. I could see adding 1 or 2. I believe Wizards confirmed there's no Force Negation. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I saw this on Reddit at least that there's no Force. People were excited about Force Negation, but I'm pretty sure that they said they're going to add it in the future, but it's not added yet. It's not coming with Final Fantasy, but it's a when, not an if. So we gotta wait a little bit longer, but we will get it eventually. Irish Ranger, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. Says, do you think there is even 1 card that'll see play in the current meta? Yeah. I mean, so it's a really tricky question. So I think there's cards that we'll see play. Do I think that there is a card that's going to just dethrone prowess in mono red and red aggro in general is like the best thing going in standard? No. Do I think it's possible that like a Landfall deck or a Sephiroth deck or maybe even a Cloud deck or like, I don't know, a Reanimator deck or like, I think there's things that can compete. I think there's probably like at least some good second tier decks in there. So I think there's things that'll keep up with the meta. I'm not expecting like a full like overhaul until we get to the ban list update and rotation. So I'm thinking more we'll see some really cool brews and like second tier decks. I hope there's something that's just way better than prowess, but I'd be surprised if something just beats out the mono red aggro decks because they're just so strong. Elf for the 59-month resub. That is almost 5 years. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Have you considered making polls for to vote for what decks to start with? Ooh, that's not a bad idea. What's going to end up a $15 uncommon? Ooh, what is the most expensive? What is the most expensive uncommon right now? We're gonna give it another minute till we get into the decks because we didn't do a countdown today. So let's give people just a minute to get in, and then we'll start going through the decks. When we do our reminders real quick, let me look up the prices. I'm actually kind of curious. What are the most expensive uncommons in the set right now? You know, there's going to be something. Man, the prices on this set, they are dropping, thankfully, but the prices on this set are so high. Are you buying this set? I don't know if you saw on the opening channel this week, I did an opening video. $700 for collector booster boxes is just way too much. Like, it is just way, way too much to be opening boxes. I actually don't know. Most of the best uncommons seem like things that go in one deck. And when you see those like $10 uncommons, they're usually things that go in like every deck. So maybe we get out of this set without a $10 uncommon. Because like Zaz Chocobo, I think is a really good card, but you got to be like a landfall deck, a green aggro deck to really want it. So I think that maybe is good news. Maybe we'll dodge the most expensive cards. Proxying is the way to go. That is, I mean, it is a good way to go, especially for the most expensive cards. Tuga Buddy, the hype train is running. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. We are early accessing today. Let's do our reminders and then we'll get into it. So replay YouTube for all the old streams, normal YouTube. We played some Ugin Tribal for Against Odds today. If you haven't watched it yet, you should watch the Ugin Tribal deck because it actually, I came away from it feeling like, oh my god, this might be like a real Pioneer deck. It was actually just crushing people, so I was actually shocked at how good it was. So if you haven't watched it, check out the Ugin Tribal Against Odds. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can come over at cardkingdom.com/mtdgoldfish. Maybe you can get a free goldfish sticker. I think this set is to test and see if Magic can go the way to Pokemon. Expensive special treatments are essentially collector pieces, and cheap base versions are game pieces. I'm actually kind of okay with that. So because I like opening collector booster boxes, it's painful that they're $700. But I actually think, here's my problem. If play booster boxes were $100 and collector booster boxes were $700, no problem. Like, it's fine if the super shiny exclusive versions are expensive. That is perfectly fine with me. The part that I think is more troubling is like play booster boxes being almost $200. It wasn't that long ago. It was like $90. I remember like that was the price in my head for like most of my time playing Magic. $90 for a booster box, $100 for a booster box. Seeing them be like almost $200 now is just it's so high. So I think that's the bigger issue. I want if play boosters were cheaper, you could be $2,000 a box on collector boosters, whatever. The whales can buy them. If I want to, I wouldn't even buy, I don't think I would not buy these boxes for $700 if it wasn't for making videos out of them. So yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Anyway, here's the decks we're working with today. We have Boros equipment with Cloud, Furion kind of living weapon style equipment, blue-white equipment with Stolen Uniform and Cloud, Sephiroth Aristocrats, Chocobo, Towns, Demir Mill, Random Encounter Dinosaurs, Summon Leviathan, Naya, Summon Enchantment Reanimator, Green-White Summon Reanimator, Arieth, Legendary Soul Sisters, Mono Green Landfall, this weird VV Roots combo deck that I don't think it's gonna work, but if it pops off one time, it'll be really funny. So here's what I realized with this. And this is the worst idea ever. But here's the idea. The idea is if we can get a VV underneath an Agatha Soul Cauldron and have an Insidious Roots to make really big plants, all of those plants can get VV's ability, and the plant's power is really massive a lot of times. So it seems like we can just make 20 mana, 50 mana, and then Choco Comet, our opponent to death with one big choke, and we can use Cordis Treepy to get the Choco Comet from our graveyard, and we can get the Cordis Treepy from our graveyard with the Curious Forger, and then we also have, someone suggested this, and this plan's also very janky, but if you can exile a VV to a Mimeoplasm, the Mimeoplasm's gonna be really big. You can make a huge amount of mana, so I don't know if VV Roots is a good idea, but it's a funny idea. Kefka Grixis mid-range with some Reanimator synergies. I was trying to figure out how to make Summon Burnhilder good, because Summon Burnhilder, I was like, I was like, okay, like it's a good red card, but I don't think it fits in prowess. I don't think it fits in mice. Then I realized the power of this card is it's a 2-drop that can give your 3-drop haste. So I started thinking, all right, what are the 3-drops that I'd most want to give haste to? And I ended up with Infamous Cruel Claw, pretty cute if you can haste it in, and smash your opponent, get something for free. Unstoppable Slasher, hit your opponent for half your life total. And then the next turn, we can play Jetch and get in and hit our opponent and flip it to the Saga side. So I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's a good deck, but it should be a fun deck. Preacher's pretty good too. Yashola Blank is it's our Pandermonicon deck for the day. This is our look at our super expensive curve, try to ramp, double trigger Yasholta, blinking Sunspine Lynxes and blinking ramp spells, blinking Italies and Urannies. So that's our big blinky Pandermonicon deck. And then Stillskin Picky. This one I almost feel bad about. So my goal for this deck is I was like, all right, I want to build a Stillskin Demonic Pact Greed's Gambit deck because I want, Stillskin can give our opponent those things. And then I was building the deck. I was like, so I'm in black and white. And then I was like, all right, so I need a backup plan. What if I don't find my Stillskin or my Harmless offering? I need a backup plan to reset my Demonic Pacts or my Greed Gambits. And then I started looking for cards, and I was like, oh, wait, it's actually just the Pixie stuff, isn't it? Like, the easiest way to reset a Demonic Pact is actually just Nurturing Pixie, pick it up, replay it. Same with Greed's Gambit. So I ended up kind of morphing into this, like, Mardu Pixie deck with some of the Pixie stuff, but still trying to kill with Stillskin, giving your opponent Demonic Pacts. I don't know how I ended up with Pixies, but anyway, let's get into it. Let's start where we got to start here. We got to start here. We gotta start with the Chocobo, right? We have to see if that's all I really care about in this set is are the Chocobo actually playable? So let's start with some Bant Chocobo. And this is literally just like every Chocobo possible. Try to get a bunch of birds on the battlefield. Power it up with Choco. We have Bart's and Boko for removal. We do have a couple of other birds. Mockingbird can copy our random Chocobo. Aven Interrupter gives us a little bit more removal. But let's do some Chocobo. Chocobo got to be first, right? They got to be first. I still don't even understand exactly what a Chocobo is, honestly. Is it really just a chicken? Is it as simple as that? It's really just a big chicken? Yeah, I've seen a couple of people playing like very like landfall-y aggro Chocobo decks that are kind of like landfall Chocobo hybrid. It's a rideable chicken. I would ride a chicken. That'd be sweet. Why don't we have these for real? This seems like we could probably... There's got to be a way that we could breed chickens into Chocobos in the real world and ride them around. Think of how much money you'd save on gas. I mean, so we've been preparing for Final Fantasy. Hey, what's up, Stone Rain? I'm doing well. How are you? We've been preparing for Final Fantasy Commander clashes, and I got Choco for one of the Commander clashes with Final Fantasy, and I actually think the card might be pretty strong. I actually think it might be pretty good. Well, let's just... Ugh. Does this make green? It does. All right, let's Hushwood Verge and Zaz Chocobo. Ranger Man, welcome to the Fishbowl. And Lucid, hello to you. Thank you for your subscription. Big Soup Jeffrey, thank you. So what are you most hyped about from the set? What are you really looking for? Really, Mythic Mike, buddy. Well, let's Yavmaya Coast. Boom. Get a trigger. Side quest, raise a Chocobo, make a Chocobo, hit you with I just like saying Chocobo. That's all I really care. I just want to say Chocobo a bunch. Seriously. It's early access day, Mythic Mike. It's early access day. No, we actually just started. We just started, dog. You got here at the perfect time. It's early access day. What are we doing? Well, let's actually, do we even hit him with the Chocobo? Do we have to stay on defense? They trigger prowess. Yeah, I guess we just... That's the problem with Corey Steelcutter. What do you even do? Mike. That's the thing. So here's the thing. Here's the thing about this set. A lot of the best synergies in this set are one of the big set of synergies is equipment stuff, right? You got the job select stuff, you got stuff like Cloud, And it turns out that we have an incredibly busted equipment in Standard. So I think a lot of people have convinced themselves that they're building like spicy brews. But then actually it's just basically Corey Steelcutter with a few bad cards. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I have not seen a Cecil yet. Found it. Monastery Swift Spear. Opera Love Song. Okay. Triggers the stuff. And, I mean, I guess we just die, right? We can block with our Chocobos. Is there even a point to living if we have to give away our Chocobo to Corey Steelcutters on early access day? Well, play the land. Get a counter. I mean, it's so brutal because, like, it doesn't even feel good to kill him. We can kill him, but it doesn't even feel worth it. All right, let's play a Choco. So I guess we just have to try to stay on defense, as incredibly awkward as that is. If our opponent can cast 2 spells, we're definitely dead. Opponent gonna play a random 1-drop. I mean, there are some Final Fantasy cards in here. I think it's just unfortunate. Sure, Monstrous Rage. I think this is a pretty realistic representation of Chocobo in Standard. I mean, most of the time they don't have 2 Monstrous Rages. I mean, that is the awkward part, right? Is people want to play the new equipment stuff, but the best equipment's Steelcutter. So a lot of people just end up mashing Steelcutter into their equipment deck, and then it just feels like a cutter deck. I will say in my Boros equipment deck, I did put 1 cutter as a tutor target, and I felt guilty even about that, but I don't know, maybe I'll end up cutting it. All right, let's go, Cloud. Let's go. Well, let's play a Botanical Sanctum and go. I mean, I will say, like, most people are testing things. Most people are testing unique things. I don't think we're gonna run into a ton of cutter decks. Any fun decks with a big cactus and cell sword? Ooh. Oh, do we what do we do here? We can play... Yeah, I think we wait. I think we play Traveling Chocobo next turn. I think we just pass. Oh, we can't actually... Oh, that's awkward. We can't actually flash an Interrupter anyway. Caretaker's Talent, A. Well, all right. Let's play the Traveling Chocobo. And play the island. And pass the turn. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Verges, I'm telling you, Verges are not actually good. I feel like Magic players have convinced themselves that Verges are good lands, when I think they're actually not very good lands in most decks. I think they're fine in 2-color decks. If you're playing just a straight-up 2-color deck, I think it's fine. But I feel like when I play Verges in 3-color decks, a lot of the times they leave me disappointed. Oh, what do we do here? So well, I guess we play another one. Play another Traveling Chocobo. Get a land off the top. Okay, I mean, Choco on top is good. And then we blow up the Caretaker's Talent. That's reasonable. That's pretty reasonable. I do have a Terra deck. Oh, what is this? Thieves' Knife. All right, let's blow up the Caretaker. I mean, our opponent's got some spice going. Some job select Caretaker's Talent spice. But we have a Chocobo, and that's all that really matters. Opponent gonna crack a map. Sure. Astrologian Planisphere, and opponent plays a land. Ooh, Fable Passage. How do we do this? Do we Choco? So we can Choco. Well, yeah, we gotta do it. Let's play Choco. Fable Passage. Trigger some land falling. So if we attack, we get a land, but we lose our Choco. I don't think we want to do that. Let's just pass. Pass the turn. Oh, the icon's back. That's sweet. I don't know, Seth. They are bad when you have no basics, as you most... Maybe it's a me problem. But yes, there is a Terra deck we're going to be playing later. Hey, how are you? How have you been, Lucid? Oh, opponent, come on now. Come on now. Opponent with their removal. Gonna blow up our Choco. Make us a little sad. All right, well, let's crack this. If only we had more mana, we could have protected it with Salvation Swan. Grab a forest. Well, side quest Raise the Chocobo is not the worst. Yeah, let's side quest. Raise a Chocobo. And I think we just pass and do Salvation Swan things. Pass the turn. Hey, what's up, Wolf? Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Seth, are you running enough non-birds cards that your Cavern of Souls and Sakuta Courtyard aren't playable for you? So Cavern, it's more that I'm just not that worried about counters, but maybe it's probably worth playing just for fix amp. Cut the Verges. The Verges have been disappointing me, so they might be worth playing just to get rid of the Verges, actually. Found it. Land. Astrologian's Planisphere. What does this do? Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a counter on it. Okay, sure. I mean, opponent's down to one card in hand. We are not out of cards. And opponent's going to start leveling up Caretaker's Talent. I mean, we got another Get Lost on top, so they're going to copy the hero. Crack the map. I think we're okay. It is awkward that Chocobo don't be flying. Yes, Badger, we will play. I'm not playing in this deck, but yes, there are decks with Terra in them. Well, I think this Traveling Chocobo needs to become a flyer. So we're going to block. We're going to Salvation Swan. We're going to blink the Traveling Chocobo. And I guess blink the Traveling Chocobo. Get it back. Oh, all right. Now it flies. So many triggers. We draw the Get Lost. How can we do this? We're so close. Funky Monkey Beats for the 19th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. At the beginning of your first main phase. So if we go X2. Actually, no. That's silly. Let's do it like this. Let's crap. We want to hit a land. 1, 2, 3. Let's crack this map on the Traveling Chocobo. Mill this flashback card. And now we will pass. Get in with the Traveling Chocobo. Hit ya. So we can leave up the Get Lost. We can flash in the Interrupter off the top of our deck. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Hey, Seth, probably better known as Saffron. First time here, long time YouTube watcher. And the final 15-minute break, Ariel. Wait. On my final 15-minute break at Ariel, and I thought I'd take a chance to finally catch a stream. Sell your game with that Schlizzle earlier. How did Blackwood Wizards do after that? They did pretty good. It's a deck I was working on for budget Magic, so it's definitely a very cheap budget deck. So it's a budget deck, but it felt pretty solid. There's some super. Okay, Spice E. Yeah, I think that's worth plotting. And this will also let us side quest Raise the Chocobo. We're not going to blink anything. Gonna get some counters. Sure. Cloud. Okay. Fine. That resolves. If you tutor up a cutter opponent, I swear. I swear, opponent. Okay. Another Planisphere. That's fine. Not a cutter. Opponent. Combat. Getting in. Yeah, we're gonna take our beads. Take our beads. Opponent draws a card. I think we need to Get Lost. Get Lost the Caretaker's Talent. Untap. Okay. Side quest. Flip it around into the Black Chocobo. Get a Fabled Passage. Trigger our landfalls. Oh my god. On top. Barton Boko on top. Barton Boko. Run it out. Snipe your Cloud. Oh, the Chocobos are popping off. Double triggers. Kill you too. Here come Blink the Barton Boko. Oh my god, these synergies. The synergies. Do we flip this back around? We flip it back around. It's gonna come back. It's gonna come back and make more tokens. Kill your stuff. Oh, Barton Boko seemed good. Surveil land off the top. Trigger, trigger. Mill the land. Mill the land. And go to combat. Chocobo beats. Hit ya. Okay, you know what would be super cool? You know what would be really cool? Is if Chocobo were a real deck. And it seems like that's not impossible, because here comes Barton Boko. That was just a Wrath. Barton Boko just literally Wrath the board. Wow. The Chocobo. Okay, I know it's too early to say this, but did we break it? Did we break it? Salvation Swan actually seems insane in this deck. Like, I think I underestimated how good Salvation Swan is. I'm only playing 2 of them, but it works so well with Traveling Chocobo. It's kind of absurd. That was a turn. That is our best turn of Final Fantasy so far, and that is a flying enchantment. You can see it hovering. See, we fixed Chocobo. We fixed Chocobo. Why is my pet not a Chocobo? I didn't know how to get a Chocobo pet. How do you get a Chocobo pet? Please tell me you're gonna play Water Jewel Mill. So I did build a mill deck that has Water Crystal in it, although I'm way more excited to play that one in like Pioneer or Modern. Okay, remind me after this game and we'll look in the shop. I looked in the shop before the stream started and I couldn't find it, but maybe it's there now. Okay, remind me after this game and we'll look at it. Ooh. All right, that looks like a reasonable. Oh no. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I thought we had 2 Verges for a second, but we're good. So Chocobo into side quest. Raise a Chocobo. We need another land at some point for the Interrupter. Yeah, I think adding Cavern is probably worth it. Hey, how are you, Cat Cam fan? Wait, what did I say about the mice deck? Did we break it? I mean, the mice deck actually. Chocobo are just cool. I don't even know Final Fantasy, and they're just cool. I wanted to add a fat Chocobo to the deck, but I couldn't justify it at 5 mana. Whoa, oh my god. Hello, Leyline X. Okay. If our opponent can equip things for free, we are gonna be in a whole heap of trouble. Let's play another Zaz Chocobo. Play this Verge, get a couple triggers, get in, hit ya. Found it, down to 19. I mean, we just started, really. Ooh, chainsaw to saw down a Chocobo. Can we draw a land that makes colored mana? We can. Oh, all right. Let's just do it this way. I think this makes the most sense, because what we can do now, get in with the Zaz Chocobo. We can leave up the Interrupter if our opponent does something, and then untap in Choco and get multiple triggers, which seems pretty good. Oh man, our Choco. What do you think, chat? Is there any chance that Chocobo's a real deck? Yeah, who chainsaws a Chocobo? Blade hole. I mean, we're gonna counter something, so I guess that counts. Hey, we just want another body for our Choco. Choco the Chocobo. Yeah, grow it. Choco. Here comes the birds. Hit ya. Trigger X2. We'll get a Fable Passage. We'll get. Wait, no, we're supposed to put them all. Oh. I mean, I guess the landfall's better next turn anyway. Okay. Worth noting. So we need to do that slightly differently. So first you click the card that goes in your hand, and then any leftover lands will go into play, and then the rest go away. Opponent, Ruban. So let's Fable Passage. Get a couple triggers. Crack the Fable Passage. Grab a Forest. Get a couple triggers. Zaz Kenroy. tutor us up a bird, which is going to be Bartz and Boko. Oh my god, what a turd. Man, Bartz and Boko. This deck might be real. This deck might actually be real. Take down the cloud. Go to combat. Here comes the Chocobo. You got a chump block. We will take a Zaz Chocobo. We will put the land into play. Landfall's gonna trigger. Hey, what's up, Pale Dinosaur? I'm doing wonderful. Chocobo, we're killing it. World champ. Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub, thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Wait, there's a Choco song? No, hang on. Wait, there's actually Final Fantasy VII Chocobo theme. Man, this is gonna get us a copyright strike, but yeah, it's probably worth it. Yes. It's like Surf Rock. Oh, it's like 8-bit Surf Rock. Okay, that's actually hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. Final Fantasy with the copyright. So you know what happened? When we watched the first Final Fantasy preview stream and they played Final Fantasy music on the WotC stream that we watched, it was like unable to be monetized. Yeah, I don't think we can actually listen to the whole thing. We might be able to get away with like a 20-second clip without getting demonetized on it's mostly the replay. That's the main reason why we don't do music on the stream. Hey, what's up, Mr. Snowman? Good to see ya. I think I love this Chocobo deck. Well, let's get down Zaz Chocobo. It's been working. Oh man, the copyright on the internet's so bad. I wish they would fix that. It drives me crazy. There'd be so many more cool things that we could do with music if copyright. It is CGB. What's up, CGB? Can you stop our Chocobo, CGB? I don't think so. The Chocobo are coming for you. Oh, it's a Tifa deck. Tifa trying to leave the protection up. I see. Well, let's play a Surveil Land. Trigger our Chocobo. Definitely keeping a second get lost. Go to combat. I mean, we're going to get in there. We can't really block Tifa anyway. We might just die. It is not impossible that we just die next turn. Tifa scares me. The fact that they waited and left it before us instead of running it out on turn 2 definitely makes me think that death is a possibility and that protection's in hand. But you do need multiple things to actually kill us, right? You got to have a very specific pump spell and a fetch land, or multiple pump spells and a fetch land. Do you think Tifa's going to be real? Royal treatment. Well, in response, we are going to get lost. Snakeskin Veil. Well, I think this should mean that our opponent doesn't have enough mana to kill us. Maybe if they have Fabled Passage and another pump spell. Oh, Tifa is scary. Okay. Is this actually just the full combo? Okay, it's a bushwhack, so we don't die. We lose our Chocobo. Thankfully, we have this Get Lost, which is going to kill the Tifa. Yes, I am very sure. Pay the 1. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, we're live. We're not dead yet. That was a scary turd. You know what Tifa is? It's Electrostatic Pummeler 2025 edition. I think it's exactly that. Like, I think it's going to do scary things, and I'm definitely building it, and it's going to be really cool. But I'm not expecting it to be like a legit top tier deck or anything. Well, let's just play a land, trigger a bird. We gotta get down Choco. and get in with our cute little Chocobo here. No, not hand. Battlefield. I gotta say, the Chocobo have actually impressed me. Don't want to overreact. Don't want to overreact to early access day. That is a risky proposition, but I go by feel on early access day, and so far this deck has actually felt pretty reasonable. Mossborn Hydra, backup Tifa. Well, the bad news, opponent, is we got a bird for that. There's a bird for that. A Bartz and Boko. There's a bird for everything. Can I play Final Fantasy stuff today, or is it just for select streamers? So this is a special early access event for content creators. Actual launch is on Tuesday. This is just a one day special event. And then after today, we gotta wait until and opponent scoops it up, and Chocobo looking pretty good. So yes, after today, we gotta wait until Tuesday too, but it's just a special one day event, so we can do some streaming, find out if Chocobo were good. Oh yes, okay. So we have to do two things. We gotta do two things. We're gonna do a couple more Chocobo games because I'm enjoying this, and then we'll move on. I do want to add a couple caverns and get rid of a couple. I don't even have that. I try to avoid verges. One verge. I only had 2 verges in the deck, so I guess it was just unfortunate. Do you think Soulstone Sanctuary is worth it in a 3-color deck? It is a bird, technically. Let's add 2 caverns. Wait, how do I get this pet? Someone said it was in the mail, but I don't. No, that's an article. 3 packs of Tarkir Alchemy. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, chat. Which one? Why did they... The account had 500,000 gems in it when it launched. I don't know why they gave me 10,000 more gems. I'll take it. Which is, I mean... Chocobo the Mind Sculptor is pretty good. Chocobo, wait. Also, I kind of like Moogle, too. Red Chocobo, Chandra Chocobo. Jace. Jace Chocobo. It is better than all. Better than all other Chocobo. All right, let's... Chandra. All right, we'll go default. We'll go default for now. And then... All right, we'll go with you. Oh, wait. That's fine. No Chocobos. No Chocobo. That's Sephiroth. That's not a Chocobo. All right, back to Magic. They are some pretty good cosmetics for this set so far. What other decks are you brewing? Do you think that anything can hold up against current standard meta, or are you just holding out for bans to help? So there's a whole bunch of decks there, Genois, if you wanna take a look. And a lot of them are not going to be super competitive. Some of them might be somewhat competitive. I think that the meta is unlikely to have huge changes before bannings in rotation. Like, it's just hard for me to imagine red aggro not being good. They might change in the sense that, like, maybe mice is better than prowess, or that back and forth that we've seen. But as far as... do we need to kill Rona? Do we care about Rona? Does Rona matter to us? Actually, this would probably make some most sense. Let's just... Mockingbird. On the Chocobo. Fabled Passage. Double Trigger. These landfall synergies actually, like, are pretty aggro. We're getting in a surprising amount of damage here. Yeah, here comes the birds. That's a 3-4 and a 4-2. Found it. Down to 12. Maybe Chocobo, actually. You know what? Maybe Chocobo are busted. Penthouse B. Wanner in Palichich. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription. Thank you. Vote it. Tursa. Gonna do some looting. Wait, how did I end up with this avatar? I thought I had a Chocobo avatar. I don't even know who that is. Side quest raise a Chocobo. Well, I mean, it's Choco time. So who is Choco, Final Fantasy people? So I know Chocobo are the chicken things. Is Choco like a named iconic character from Final Fantasy, or is it just a really big Chocobo? Also, since no one told me this, is Sephiroth Cloud's dad? Is it actually like Star Wars? On the podcast, they wouldn't tell me because they said spoilers, but I feel like this is spoilers from like 20 years. Or can we really not? Is it really spoilers from something we're not supposed to talk about? Well, there's a Choco. Here comes the birds. Lover? Really? I feel like there's got to be a twist. There's got to be a twist, right? Actually, there might not be a twist. Did any of you watch Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix? I always watch Love, Death, Robots. I don't know if you watched the most recent season of Love, Death, Robots. The very first episode is the Red Hot Chili Peppers episode. And I don't know if you've seen that one yet. I was watching that entire episode and we win another one. Chocobo legit. I watched that whole episode waiting for the twist and just waiting for the twist and just waiting for the twist. I don't want to spoil it because I think it's actually kind of new. There's one of the episodes from the newest season of Love, Death, and Robots is a Red Hot Chili Peppers themed episode. Yeah, I felt bad for the rhinos too. Although that Ugin deck was actually kind of sweet. Oh, does it shuffle? Maybe it shuffles around. They did sing a song. They're super popular. Can't stop addicted to the shindig. That radio song. That song. They did do that song. Do we keep no green mana? I don't think we can keep. Maybe the Soulstone Sanctuary is not worth it. Oh, this hand's actually pretty good. Let's put the greens to the bottom. All right, here comes Chocobo. Have I watched the whole new season? Yes. I mean, it was easy to watch because I think it was only 10 episodes and most of them were like 5 minutes, so I watched it all in one night. I mean, it's an anthology, so it's it depends on that specific episode. Some I like more than others, but overall I thought it was pretty good. I still don't know how I feel about the Red Hot Chili Peppers episode though. That's why I was curious if people watch it, because I've been on the fence as like, do I like this? Is this good? What is this trying to say? It was just I think it's the weirdest. The Chili Peppers episode is the weirdest episode, I think, of Love, Death, Robots I've seen. Well, let's play side quest, raise a Chocobo. I mean, I feel like it's went less downhill than Black Mirror. Black Mirror just makes me sad. Because Black Mirror, that show was so good. Black Mirror, its early seasons, was literally trending to be one of my all-time favorite shows. Like, best on the tier list, alongside The Wire and Breaking Bad, and like my all-time favorite shows. And then I feel like it kind of plateaued, and now it's like so hit or miss. Where like there's still some good episodes, but boy, there's some bad episodes now. Did you get a chance to check out the mashup I sent you? Curious on your thoughts. Oh yeah, I did Stone Raid. It was definitely it was very interesting. I was not expecting do we play Off Mycos? I liked it though. Was it Five Finger Death Punch with Marvin Gaye? That was a mashup that I would have never thought of that mashup, but it was actually pretty entertaining. This summon's actually pretty good here. If this was a real creature, I would probably attack into it. But the fact that this is going to kill itself anyway really disincentivizes attacking and trading into it, because I feel like we're wasting a Chocobo. You don't want to waste the Chocobo. Are you able to try Final Fantasy in other formats? Would be fun to see Pioneer Timeless. Can you play with the bonus sheet? No bonus sheets, and it's all standard or limited. You literally can't play. There's not even a queue to play other formats. But yeah, it was super cool, Stone Raid. I liked it. Did you watch Scavengers? No, what's Scavengers Reign on? I haven't even heard of it. If it's similar to Love, Death, Robots, I probably like it. Where do you think they're going to play Cecil and Pioneer, Ryu? Just like Mono Black? I put together I don't even know if are there decks that didn't make it on the list? I feel like there are. Because I put together a deck like a Dark Confidant. Oh, this one didn't make it on the list. Yeah, we might have to try this one too. This one's actually kind of budget-ish too. It blows my mind that I build a Dark Confidant deck and it's a budget deck. Like, I remember when a single Dark Confidant cost more than this entire deck. It was not that long ago. I mean, does anyone actually play Alchemy these days? I hope it dies out entirely. I mean, Richard's become an alchemist. Yeah, get in there. Summon Fenrir. So now there's a Terra. If that flips, boy. Oh, that's some scary cards. Good. How did they get all that in the... Was that all from Terra? How did they get so much in the graveyard? Oh, this loots too. I am kind of afraid. So... Well, let's play this Plains. Oh, that's actually insanely... I want to play the Choco, but I feel like killing this Terra is more important. I think we got to kill the Terra. Get that out of here. It doubled... Oh, my goodness. Oh, Traveling Chocobo Barts and Boko is so good. Oh, my God. That's the synergy that makes me think this could be a real deck. Like, the double removal of Barts and Boko is so strong. About it. Scavenger Terrain was originally HBO Max. It's a huge spaceship that crashes on an alien planet. Different survivors are doing and what choices they make. Very cool. Oh, I'll have to look it up. That sounds like something I would like, actually. Plus, I feel like HBO has a good track record. Not that all their shows are good, but I feel like as far as networks go, if I hear HBO, I'm like, okay, there's at least some chance that that's going to be a good show. Compared to, like, I don't know, NBC or something, I'm just like, yep. Nope. Nope, I don't think so. The one with the woman dying of cancer, and the only way to save her was a new technology that created a subscription service where they put ads in it. Yeah. I mean, we're not that far away. We're not that far away from that. We're not that far away. Right now we're chocoboing. We're actually chocoing. Yeah, let's just choco. Let's just choco, do our thing. Get down, choco. Play a Yavimaya Coast off the top. Get a few triggers. And, yeah, I mean, here we come. Stop the birds if you can. Barts and Boko in hand. 2 more wow. Oh, this is actually kind of disgusting. Apple TV, yeah, I only recently got Apple TV, but it has impressed me. Apple TV actually does a really good job. That's another one that the track record's pretty solid there. Opponent gonna block with the FOMO. Take down our 8-2. Stay alive barely. The Summon Fenrir finally going away, and I mean, we should keep track of our record, I guess. We should keep track. Oh, I don't even have. Let me see. Because I think we're, what, 4-1 with this deck? Which actually, we'll keep track of our record for each deck, just for fun. But I feel like once we finish winning this, we're going to be 4-1. I ended up playing Bellatra on the plane, and I really liked it. Although I also ended up eventually feeling like, oh, this is just going to, yeah, we're going to play another one. I think this just ends it. Keep the old one. Kill the Terra. Kill the Garnet. Fabled Passage. And there's the GGs. Go to combat. Swing the dorks. Get some triggers. Oh, well, this is super easy. Get the Get Lost. Kill the FOMO. And Chocobo go in 4-1. The only loss was actually to something that looked a lot like Is It Prowess in Tier Standard. Do you think that a Golgari deck with Cecil and Tifa could hold up against Mice? I think it's possible. I feel like the upside of Golgari is to get tons of removal. You got good answers that you can use on Steel Cutter. You have lots of cheap removal like cut downs you can use against mice. So I feel like if you build the deck with enough removal, it's probably going to be good. If you're trying to do like full on Tifa combo, then I don't know. I don't know if like Tifa combo, because my Tifa combo deck is very pump spelly. Kind of like what we saw CGB trying to do. It's a lot of pump spell shenanigans and not a lot of interaction. But, well, I gotta say, so far so good for Final Fantasy Standard. If we end up in a world where Chocobo is even somewhat legit, I am absolutely thrilled. And Chocobo actually felt really, really good. Mel the Guitarist for the 48th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup, thank you. All right, so I want to try Big Red. I want to try Shola. There's so many decks I want to try, but I feel like we got to try Sephiroth. I feel like you want to try Big Red? We can try Big Red. I feel like we got to try Sephiroth though. I feel like if we do Sephiroth and Cloud, the two, father, son, whatever they are, it's complicated. If we do those two, then we can play whatever we want to. But I think we got to try Sephiroth, because this is like one of the most hype cards from the entire set. One of the most expensive cards from the entire set. Mega Magic card, handing out the gift subs to Birds. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Soup Jeffrey, thank you. So we're going to do, let's do this. We will do Sephiroth, and then if a mod wants to put up a poll for the next deck, the ones I've heard people mentioning are Big Red, maybe like Big Red, Kefka, Towns, and I don't know, equipment, something like that. But if someone wants to put up a poll, let's do Sephiroth, and then we can pull the next one if someone puts it up. So this deck, it's Aristocrats. It's got Sacrifice Outlets. We got Things That Die Twice, Nesting Bot, Infestation Sage, Leave Behind Bodies When We Die. We have Blood Artist in the new Sephiroth, which is the reason we're playing this deck. The new Super Blood Artist, that when it enters our attack, we can sack a creature, draw a card. Then it does the Blood Artist thing. If it triggers 4 times in a turn, we flip it around and get an emblem that's a Blood Artist, which is already absurd, and get a 5/5 flyer. So the plan of this deck, play Sacrificeable Bodies. Voice of Victory is super cute because it makes those 2 tokens that are really good. It almost gets us to Sephiroth all by itself if we sack the Voice. And then we got sack outlets like Bart. We can reanimate our stuff with Raise the Bat, so we got Enduring Innocence to draw cards. So basically, straight up old school Aristocrats. What do you want to pull for? Oh, people want to vote on the next deck. No pressure, dog. But if you get a chance, maybe put up a poll that's like Big Red, Towns, Cloud Equipment, and what's the other deck people were asking about? I don't know. Random Encounter, maybe, whatever. Kefka, but just like 3 or 4 of the options of the decks people have been asking about, and people, the mill deck. I don't know if the mill deck's actually going to be that cool. Like, so the mill deck, I'll show you the mill deck. It's kind of control-y. It does have a couple of water crystals, but the water crystal, I feel like I'm really hyped to try this with like Sphinx's Tutelage in Pioneer or Grindstone in Timeless. What I couldn't find a lot of in this standard was like repeatable small mill effects. I guess there's like some ETB creature mill effects, but I couldn't find there's nothing on the level of Sphinx's Tutelage. There is the like ether something, but you got to get to max speed first, which is kind of a big ask. But I'm still down for trying mill for sure. But let's do some Sephirothing. Let's see if Aristocrats are legit. There is a Tifa deck. Ooh, Salt Ice Surveil. Let me see Chaos. Golbez. Summon Titan. I think the idea of Matoya is really cool. Turning all your Surveils into draws. I was pretty impressed with Awaken the Undead when I played it before. That looks neat. That's a cool idea. Diamond Weapon's kind of interesting. My first impression was going to be like, I don't know if Diamond Weapon works here, only 18 creatures, but I kind of forgot that Diamond Weapon is any permanent in your graveyard, which a little bit different than some of the other versions of that effect we've seen. Oh yeah, I guess we could just put it literally in the Simic Mill deck. I figured we just played that one, but that is true. Do you think there could be a Moon Mist deck in Modern with all the flip cards? I think there could be a really funny against the odds with Moon Mist in Modern with the new flip cards. I think that's very possible and likely. There is a poll up if you want to vote. So we're playing Sephiroth next. But get in your votes. Big Red, Towns, Mill, or Other, which I think if you choose Other, it's going to be dealer's choice. I will choose if you choose Towns. But get your votes in for the deck after Sephiroth. I do love Glacierwood Siege. What's fun with Sephiroth is he flips if the trigger resolves a fourth time. If someone goes to remove him with the fourth trigger on the stack, you can sack a creature instant speed. To trigger him again, the fourth trigger resolving will flip him before the removal happens. That is a pretty sweet synergy. Krim, I'm sure Krim will be on at some point. I know he also said he's trying to do a ton of recording today because he's going to be traveling a lot, so he's trying to record ahead a bunch of stuff today. So, but I think he's still planning on streaming later. Seth, before you 1 to 10, before you end, 1, 10 decks under $30. 2, have you ever looked at an old set, Fallen Emperors of the Dark, to try to find forgotten cards? It would be good for against odds. So, Mr. Thalid, actually, for Final Fantasy, it's not exactly the 30 decks under $30 thing that I used to do, but oh, it's Vince. Hello, you milky Brit. Do we just play this? Yeah, let's play a creature. Let's play Infestation Sage. Here comes Infestation Sage. But there is something very similar to the 30 under 30 article coming out for Final Fantasy. It's being copy edited right now. So that'll be up this week. So if you're looking for cheap decks, the only problem that I ran into is some of the Final Fantasy cards themselves are so expensive that Aftermath Analyst. Some of the Final Fantasy cards are so expensive that I kind of didn't include, like, I want to build like a Sephiroth deck for people who really like Sephiroth, or a Vivi deck for people that really like Vivi. So they're kind of like, some of the decks are super cheap if you get the Final Fantasy card that is built around. But yeah, so that's going to be coming up soon. It's on its way. It looks like Big Red winning pretty convincingly. And then, yeah, I do go through old sets like that. The only challenge is it gets really hard if there's sets that aren't at least modern legal. And even modern legal has gotten a little bit tricky. But yeah, if you go back to like Fallen Empires or whatever, there's cool janky cards. The problem is you have to play them in Legacy, and Legacies with Force of Wills, and like, it's just so powerful that it's a tricky format I found to compete with the Against the Odds deck sometimes. So let's play this LSL core. What is Vince up to? Snakeskin Veil, Bristly Bill, Cut Down. Oh, it's Infestation Sage. Drain ya, and we're gonna start getting in there with Infestation Sages to increase our speed. Pounding in a block. Have we tried a VV deck or played one? Have not tried a VV deck yet. I don't think we've played against one since we started streaming. I played against one earlier. Oh yeah, I gotta reset the record. We played against one earlier, before I started streaming when I was recording. And I played against it twice. First time, it just died, and it looked horrible. The second time, I didn't have removal, and it stuck around for like 3 turns, and it looked broken. So I'm still not sure exactly what to think. It is somewhere between disgustingly broken and horribly unplayable. I'm pretty confident in that. Here comes the Mind Lash. We might actually die to this. We need Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Oh, it could be, yeah, like a land reanimation Titan deck. The problem is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we actually just died to Vine Lash, Aftermath Analyst. Well, there's a Bart. Bart's cool. I don't think it's cool enough. So play the Bart. I mean, I think we literally die this turn. Drain you. Shadowy Backstreet. Well, there's a Sephiroth. A little late to the party. Get in, hit ya. Opponent. Yes, block, please. Opponent takes it. Speed up to 3. Man, if we had one more turn. The Sephiroth comes down. We flip the Sephiroth. But I think just sacking Aftermath Analyst kills us here. Oh, okay. Okay, we get one more turn. Opponent, going for the greed mode. Gotta get that Traveling Chocobo down to double up the land. I mean, we're definitely dead last turn. Can we win this turn with Sephiroth, is the question. Can we win with Sephiroth this turn? Do these have haste? They have flying, but not haste. So we go to 14. Opponent's passing. Do we need to do anything right now with Bart? So we Sephiroth. 1, 2. Okay, we got to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh my God, this is so close. Okay, so we untap, we draw. It's a Sephiroth. We play the Great Irration City. We play the Sephiroth. Well, this is it. Can we get the Aristocrat kill on turn 5? Sephiroth comes down. Sack the Infestation Sage, draw a card. Another Sephiroth. Drain ya. Speed increasing. Gain some life. Sack the Infestation Sage. Opponent down to 11. Double trigger. The LSL core. Double trigger. Sephiroth's about to flip. Nesting bot. Sack it. Make a dork. Trigger. We're going to see the emblem. The emblem's happening. Sack the insect. Drain you to 7. Sephiroth flips into a 5/5. Wait. Okay. Sack the insect. Where do we get this? What is this? Oh, that servo looks like a birthday cake. Okay, sack the servo. Opponent down to 3. Get in with the insect. Opponent down to 2. Sack the insect and Sephiroth. That actually was not bad. That was actually pretty. That was what, turn 5? Turn 5, Sephiroth win the game. Were we dead last turn if it's just reanimated? He probably countered it. So you get back what? Demolition Field. So that's 1. Fabled Passage, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doubled is 12. So I guess it was just short. I guess it was just short. We would have taken 12, but then with the Chocobo, it would be 24. Sephiroth. Yeah, top decking the Sephiroth. But we were dead if we did not actually hit the Sephiroth there. We were definitely dead. Wait, what's Solid Snake? I'm so confused. All right, Big Red. Big Red is the winner. So we're playing Big Red Clive next. Is Clive like a iconic character? Like, what is... So I know, Sephiroth, Cloud, they're like the two biggins. Like, what's the next most famous Final Fantasy character? Oh, he's the main character from the newest game. I see. Yeah, so it's probably hard to be super iconic would it be fair to say he's the loot of Final Fantasy? Or is that doing a great injustice to Clive? Do we keep a get lost? Yeah, I want a Sephiroth. Yeah. A responsible gamer would keep a get lost, I think. We'll be responsible. Ooh, Excalibur. Okay, I can respect that. Let's play a planes and get down a Zahir. Do you think there's video potential in the best colors of each year or block? Or do you think it would just be blue for about 16 years? Huh. I mean, now that you mention it, that's actually an interesting question. And I do not know the answer. So I feel like if we did the best color of each year of Magic, I'm pretty sure that blue would win more than half the years. But there would be years where colorless would win, like Eldrazi Winter. There would be times when like green would probably win. So I think that yes, it would be a lot of blue, but there would be other colors in there too. Also, explain this to me. Since we're talking Final Fantasy. Wow, Excalibur it up, sure. Opponent getting in. Or not. Are we getting in with the Preacher? Ba-dum-bum. Thankfully, Oh, opponent doesn't get to draw anyway. Opponent's going to pass. So we untap. We hit a land, which is great. So play the land. Play the Bart. Draw a card. And then... Well, I guess we can't really attack. So I guess we're just passing. Pass the turn. See what our opponent does. So, how do you pronounce this character, Final Fantasy fans? Because I feel like Tidus. I feel like that's a real name, Titus. But apparently, Crim's been telling me that it's like Titus or something. Titus? And I'm so confused. Tidus. See, when people get mad about my pronunciations, I'm kind of like, but then, like, the people making these games do this to me, and they take a word that I think I know, and then they just pronounce it in a way that doesn't make it, not the common way. I don't know if I should be blamed for that one. Like, if you spell it Titus and pronounce it Titus, how would I know that? How would I ever know that? Opponent gonna get in with the preacher, but bum. I mean, English just sucks in general. I think I'm proof of that. How do we want to do this? Do we block? Actually, no. We'll take it. Sure. Preacher us. Down to 17. So opponents like life gain stuff, but I'm not sure how they're gaining life. I'm gonna crack the map. Finds a Verge. We could use a Verge. McIntyre, welcome to the Fishbowl. In Provanity, welcome you as well. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Oh, it's just a Japanese pronunciation? Oh, that makes way more sense. Opponent map. I mean, I embrace the pronunciation thing anyway. I think it's kind of funny. Like I actually honestly kind of enjoy it a little bit. I would never say that out loud. But I might enjoy it a little bit. Is this only as a sorcery? No. Okay, here's what we're going to do. So we're going to play this Infestation Stage. Play the Infestation Stage with the draw trigger on the stack. We're going to sack it to Zahir to Surveil. We really just want a black source. So we get our Dork. We get to Surveil. Definitely don't want another Ali. Okay, black mana, maybe? Hey, all right. We're rewarded for our line. So we're at 17. Wow, so many subs. Thank you, everyone. Blanket and Cash Money Misplay. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you, Tidus. Thank you. Well, let's just play the Death Toucher. Play the Death Toucher. We might be able to use that to take down something. Oh, this thing's gonna get big. All right, let's pass the turn. Would probably trade the Elite with Preacher if we got the chance. Now that our opponent has Hinterland Sanctifier, it's getting a little scary. Although we have this Raise the Past in hand, which means oh my god, Minwoo. All right, that's... Wait, is that a cleric? Oh, it is a... Oh boy, okay. That is a problem for us. Okay, we're losing to Soul Sisters. Opponent getting in. Now, Preacher gonna trigger to draw a card. Well, we are going to kill the Preacher. Yeah, I guess just kill the Preacher and take our beats. Down to 15. Opponent gets a million triggers. Counters on the Dorks. We draw a Nesting Bot. Well, play the Nesting Bot. Draw another Bart. Oh. Let's Diabolic Intent. Sack the Nesting Bot. I would like to get a Sephiroth, but I think we need a faster... I think we got to get LSL Core because we need a faster Blood Artist effect. Play the LSL Core. And pass the turn. Oh, this is going to be very close. This is going to be very, very close about it. The bird deck actually worked incredibly well, Chrono. We don't have a board wipe in this deck. We're trying to set up for a raise the pass combo kill, basically. That's the hope. So here comes our opponent. So you block here. You block here. And you block here. So block, block, block. Actually, wait. There might be a better way of doing this. So you block here and we sack it. You block here, we sack. It would be nice if we could kill that. Maybe something like that? Yeah, let's try it like that. See what our opponent does. Restoration magic, eh? Okay. Well, in that case, let's... Oh, that's super unfortunate. And they gain 6. Sack. Oh, man. Definitely don't need another Bart. Yeah. Well, got blown out by her spoiler card. And our opponent gained a ridiculous amount of life, which is really bad for us. We get to gain a little bit of life, but our opponent... Oh, yeah, that is really... Yeah, I should have sacked it last. You are correct. Restoration magic. Voice of Victory. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We just don't have enough. We don't have enough. Can we survive another turn? Now play the Voice of Victory. Draw a card. Play Midgar. Play Bart. I mean, we just want to try to live another turn. I don't know if we can. It's going to be close. Oh, we are 1-0. I forgot to update. That's the problem with doing records, is I forget to update it. But you are correct. We are 1-0. Hurtful Hiccup. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Man, this... Inspiring Overseer. Sure. I feel like we shouldn't be losing to this, but we are. Pound it. Gains. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're a lot closer to actually winning than it looks. It looks really bad, but it's actually not nearly as bad as it looks. This is not to say that we're going to win this game, but it isn't really that bad. So we can block here. We can block here. So block, block. Then that sacks that. That sacks that. Okay. So this sacks this. And then this sacks this to physical life gain. Do a little surveilling. Great Arashan City. So that's going to go graveyard. We drop to 6. Opponent gets a million triggers. Another Midgar, eh? Huh. Oh, so much math. We found every bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The problem is we only have one Blood Artist. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 3 mana? Well, okay, so we got to get lucky. Actually, that doesn't even make sense, does it? Oh! Oh! Oh no! Hey, what's up, Imsferwalk? Well, that's a good PSA. That's a good PSA. So if you read, we're dead. If you read Midgar closely, that's not having ever played with this on Arena before. So unlike other sacrifice effects, where sacking the thing is part of the cost to casting the spell, Midgar says you cast the spell and then you may sacrifice something, and it's a May ability. So what I was trying to do was change my mind and not cast Midgar and then do something else, play the Bart. Instead, I somehow apparently cast the Midgar, but chose not to sack anything. So that is the 3 mana do literally nothing. All right. That was kind of awkward. I have an important thing to follow up with via email. Just getting to see this here. All right, I'll keep an eye out for it, Mega Magikarp. Man. So I feel like this deck, the challenge is, I feel like, oh, there's a Sephiroth. Okay, that's what we were missing last time. I feel like we need 2 Blood Artist effects. I feel like that's the sweet spot. The question is, how realistic is it to actually get 2 Blood Artist effects on the battlefield? Yeah, Min will look, oh no. Okay, Spyglass Iron, sure. Probably, I see it, is it land, and I'm like, oh my god, they're going to be playing Corey Steelcutter. My brain just immediately goes there. Well, Midgar, go. Didn't the Commander Brawl cards get added? Like Esper Yashol and Tidus. Maybe. I think they are adding the Commander face cards. I haven't actually seen them though. I mean, I guess we gotta pass because of this Rubon. If they just play like a Buster Sword or something, we gotta be able to kill. Yep, alright. Well, we will kill the Rubon. Take the 2. Well, this is the first Buster Sword I've seen. I'm curious how good it is. Next turn, we can get hit with it, theoretically. I'll play the tap land. Infestation stage. Nesting bot. So if this hits us, they draw a card. You can cast a spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the damage. So we take 4 and then cast anything 4 or less for free. That's actually kind of insane. Buster Sword is actually very strong. It's a good sword. It's a good sword. We'll see if swords work in Standard, but Buster Sword is a very good sword. Yeah, the life gain deck our opponent was playing looks solid. We didn't have, our deck doesn't have much removal, so we let them kind of build up a very impressive board. But yes, it did look very good that game. Opponent cracks, gets in, hits us, can't stop it this turn. Down to 12. Let's see how bad the Buster Sword hit is. Opponent can play up to a 4-drop for free. Yeah, we're kind of far behind at the moment. Another Rubon. Yup. Opponent passes. Well, I guess it's Sephiroth time. Play the Sephiroth. Oh, opponent has a Torch the Tower. Pretty good against our deck. Well, let's sack this Infestation Sage. Draw. I don't know if Eiley has not felt great. I feel like every time I draw Eiley, I groan, which double Buster Sword. Every time I draw Eiley, I groan, which I think means maybe it's not worth. Oh, it's a Cutter deck. Oh, I thought you were doing something kind of cool, but it's Cutter. Yeah, Eiley. The problem is there's several Blood Artists. There's several Blood Artists, but there's a big lack of sack outlets in Standard. One of the biggest things that we're missing, and one of the things that might keep a traditional Aristocrats deck from working, is Bart's the only free repeatable sack outlet. So that's why there's like Zahurs and and we're missing land drops. Sure, Zahir. Let's play Zahir. Why not? Play Zahir. Pass the turn. That's what we really need is a sack outlet. Phantom Train. What is Phantom Train an actual sack outlet? I'm gonna have to read Phantom Train. I thought that was just for the memes. What does Phantom Train do? Oh, it's 4 mana. Sack another artifact or creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. I mean, I guess Phantom Train is at least repeatable. 4 mana is like, boy, that's so much mana. But it is repeatable, so maybe that's worth it. Oh, Woe Strider would be great. Vizier is here. Oh, I can't believe Vizier is here in Foundations. That would also be awesome. Yeah, there is a Vengeful Blood Witch in the deck. The challenge is like ways to sacrifice more so than the Blood Artist, because we have LSL Core, we got Sephiroth, there's a Vengeful Blood Witch, so we have like 3 different good Blood Artist effects, and we have really 0 good sack outlets. I guess Bart is a good sack outlet, but being legendary means it's, compared to like a Viscera or a Woe Strider or something, it's still not great. Yep, good job, opponent. You did it. But there is one Vengeful Blood Witch in here. I hope you're having fun with the new Final Fantasy cards. Have you seen the new Storm deck that's in Pioneer using Stormscale and Lotus Field? Ooh. Oh, that's... So I don't know if I've seen this. I don't know if I've seen this exact build. That looks cool, Geomancer. It reminds me very much of... I mean, it's basically the Lotus Field deck, right? It reminds me very much of the Lotus Field decks I've definitely seen a lot of times. But with Stormscale as kind of the new finisher. It does seem like a cool finisher. So hopefully you can draw enough that you can find Bitter Reunion and win right away. That does look fun, Joe. I mean, Lotus Field's kind of busted. Lotus. So what we really need is a free and repeatable sack outlet. So like Vampiric Rites cost 2 mana, because what the deck wants to do is you want to be able to play your board, sacrifice your entire board all in one turn, reanimate your entire board all in one turn, sacrifice your entire board a second time in one turn. That's the easiest way, which is kind of what we saw in our first game. I guess we didn't even reanimate, we just had multiple Blood Artists, but that's the loop you really want to set up, is play dorks, sack dorks, reanimate all the dorks, sack all the dorks. So, I mean, Bard is good. Bard is good. That's definitely the best option we got. But if we don't draw Bard, that's why there's like Eily in the deck and some of those Zahir, some of the lesser sack outlets. If you got to spend mana on it, it becomes kind of questionable. Well, let's just lead on the tap land. Keep the Caves of Gold. This hand actually looks very good. We can double 1-drop next turn into either Sephiroth or Commune with Beavers. Into either Sephiroth or Enduring Innocence. Yeah, Phantom Train might be worth it. I kind of wrote it off as just being too, like, it doesn't synergize. You can't reanimate it. It's like awkward in a lot of ways, but it might just be worth it just to, even though it's, if it was 3 mana, I would be much more like, okay, we can work with this. If 4 mana, I'm like kind of on the fence, but it might be worth trying, actually. Well, play the land, pass the turn. Why not Eldrazi Spawns? Use our mana to cast whatever, but also trigger Sephiroth. That actually does sound sweet, Twisted Meddler. We don't have Spawns in Standard, so we can't actually play them in this deck, but like in a Commander deck, or it would be a fun like casual Modern deck or something. Tifa Lockhart. And we don't have removal, but we do have, well, we might just be dying. We might just be dying, but we will see. We're going to play... I mean, we're going to play the Sephiroth. We're going to sack the Infestation Sage and see if we remain alive. Midgare. Well, drain ya. Increase our speed. Pass the turn and see if we're dead. Hey, what's up, Doug? How are you? Good to see you. I'm never going to feel safe with the Tifa Lockhart on the battlefield. Is Tifa an iconic Final Fantasy character? Where does Tifa rank in the hierarchy of Final Fantasy? Oh, maybe this is not like a combo deck and it's like a fair landfall deck. Opponent combat attacks. Is it worth trading our board for a Tifa? Top 5. Oh, so Tifa's like way up there. What game is Tifa from? So if we block, we can definitely kill the Tifa. We lose our Sephiroth. Yeah, we got to do it. I think we just got to do it. It hurts, but I think we got to do it. Because when they sack the land, they get the Bristly Bill counter. So we got to have five power to kill it. Yeah, Tifa's a frightening card. Wait, did we not have to block with everything? Why did they not put a counter on it? Well, we get to drain you a bit. Unfortunately, our Sephiroth is dead. Now let's... Enduring Innocence. Concealed Courtyard, go. Actually, the first deck we played today, Annoyed, was Chocobo, and Chocobo crushed it. Chocobo, we went 4-1. So we might do another landfall deck at some point, but I don't know if we'll play actual Chocobo again. But Chocobo really impressed me. I think that Chocobo, we'll have to see what they look like in the full meta, but I kind of feel like Chocobo might actually be kind of competitive. Oh, another Enduring Innocence. Well, in that case, let's Enduring Innocence Part 2, draw a card. And play the land. Play the Bart past the turd. I made something evil. What have you been working on, Doug? Another Bart. Bart being legendary also is a little annoying. Just because, like, it'd be nice if you could play multiples. I don't even know why Bart is legendary, but, yeah. Garnet, eh? I think Garnet's actually a super cool uncommon commander. Just the ability to manipulate your sagas seems super fun. That looks super fun, Doug. I like it. So many cool sagas in this set. Oh, Presidio. Oh, does that actually mean president? He's the president? Oh, I thought Presidio was his last name. I've been playing this card for like 2.5 years now, and I didn't see the Fall of Thran in there. Oh, you got to play bracket 4 though, Doug. Are you prepared for the bracket 4 meta? Yeah, you know what? We'll just jump. We might as well do a little jump in, gain a little life. Opponent passes. All right, let's Infestation Sage. Draw a couple cards. This is actually kind of go. Ooh, there's LSL Core. That's good. And then let's play a Verge. Midgar. This time we will remember to sack the Servo. Draw a couple cards. Infestation Sage. And pass the turret. Oh, we're gonna see a good Aristocrats kill here, I think. Are we going to get a video of you jamming Urza Saga in Blood Moon and Modern or Timeless? Definitely got to try it. Definitely got to try Mono Red Prison with the new rules. So yes, we are at some point going to get that. The ability to keep Urza Saga going under a Blood Moon, so hilarious. It's so ridiculous. Opponent doubling the counters. Thankfully, nothing has Trample at the moment. If they had Trample, then I'd be very scared. But these things are going to get big, but we can chump block them. Eventually, we're going to find a Sephiroth or Erase the Past. And then we're really in business. Or maybe they have a way to give it Trample and then we die. Or Deal of Nylea, okay, sure. And Forest, and Grows the Dorks. Oh, thank goodness for Chumble. Watch Mountain Monstrous Rage would get us so good. Legitimate question. Do you ever get any kind of magic burnout with the amount you play? What keeps you going? That is a very good question. So traditionally my answer to that was, well, the great thing about Magic is there's so many different formats. If I get bored of one format, I just play another format. That's gotten oh, there's Sephiroth. That's gotten a little tougher since I haven't really enjoyed Modern much for like the last while. So that's gotten a little bit tougher. But that's still my overall technique is, oh, we gotta go for it. Let's Sephiroth. Let's do the fun thing. Let's play the Sephiroth. Sack the Infestation Sage. The good news is like Magic's just such a deep game that it keeps being fun. At least for me. Even when it's maybe not at its absolute pinnacle sometimes. Like when the meta goes to bad periods or whatever. Yeah, the last Modern tournament actually looked pretty decent. The thing I struggle with most in Modern is just like all the Modern Horizon stuff. It's not that like, I don't know, I gotta figure out a way to get over it, I guess. That's the part that gets me, is it just feels like Modern Horizon's block constructed. And that aspect of it, I'm kind of just like, I don't know. It doesn't especially appeal to me. Ooh, Blood Witch. We will keep, I think we win next turn. If we're alive, if we're alive next turn, we win next turn. So we're just going to pass. We can flip Sephiroth to instant speed if we have to. After chump blocking, preferably. Bushwhack the Sephiroth. So transforming Sephiroth isn't going to save it here, right? It's still the same game object, I think. Okay. Yeah, Sephiroth down. I'm pretty sure you can't actually save it. You gotta read the flip cards closely, because some of them exile and return transform. Then you would be able to save it. Yeah, but I don't want to stack that much of my board just to get the emblem. We'll find another one. We're drawing lots of cards, so we'll find Sephiroth number 3 at some point. But these things are pretty big, so we do need to be cautious and be able to chump block them at least a little. Pona getting a counter. Gonna do some landfall shenanigans. Now I don't know if we win this turn though. Well, we will do a little blocking and do a little blocking. Counters get doubled. That's fine. Still no trample. So we're actually gaining life. We're getting attacked by the biggest Chocobo. But we're actually coming out ahead in life so far. All right, opponent passes. There's the Blood Witch. Well, play the Blood Witch. Draw a couple cards. Maybe we can still win this turn. Nesting Bot's not bad. Enduring Innocence. I'll play the Nesting Bot. Play LSL Core. Do we have enough? Voice of Victory. I think we do. I think we have enough here, right? So go attacking. Mobilize. Drain ya. Hit you to 8. And then do a little sacking. And that should do it. Oh, the Landfall deck did a really good job of building big creatures. The only thing is those creatures didn't really do anything because they didn't have evasion. I feel like that might be an issue. Doesn't Tifa have trample? I feel like Tifa just straight up, yeah, we could have like sacked the things that weren't attacking before damage, but it didn't matter there, so we could just do an easy mode because we just had so much damage. Herd Air, that actually seems, Tifa does have trample. The rest of the landfall threats don't. Yeah, Herd Heirloom actually might be very good in the landfall deck. I've started to like that card more and more. You should add Seasonal Loss to this deck. Seasonal Loss is cool. My only worry with Seasonal Loss is I don't know if we ever get to 6 mana. I mean, I guess that last game we did. Maybe it'd be fine as a one of. Huh. Are we going to sack our Nesting Bot to Diabolic Intent up a land? We should have. Oh, torch the tower. Well, let's play a Bart. Now we don't even have the option. Yeah, there's more Sephiroths in the deck. Found it. Sleight of hand. Oh, boy. Rogue MTG. Well, let's voice a victory. Get in with the Bart. Hit ya. Down to 18. After this, we're switching to Big Red Clive. This is match number 5 for Sephiroth, so then we're going to switch it up. Oh, I land. Oh, Astrologian Planisphere. Okay. Not a Corey Steelcutter, so that's good. Sure. And then into the Floodmaw on the Voice of Victory. Annoying. Well, we find a land, so that's kind of nice. Let's play the Enduring Innocence. And... you know what? We're actually going to attack. If they want to trade with the hero, we'll take it. No, opponent wants to keep it. Hit ya. Speed up to 3 past the turn. Yeah, the things that I can and can't say make no sense. Don't even think about it because it makes no sense. Why can I say Astrologian's Planisphere but not Scumble? I don't know. No one knows. AGK Mark for this 68th month. I'm so used to watching X2 Speed on YouTube, and hearing you live feels weird. Yeah, I watch most of my YouTube on 1.5 or 2 speed too. So I know that feeling. It seems so slow. Says, I realize you recently may only comment on YouTube whenever you think you made a misplay. Wait, I recently realized I only comment on YouTube whenever I think you made a misplay. Generally, what are your thoughts regarding play critiques? I love them. Well, I mean, I'm fine with them. Love might be a little extreme, but honestly, I want, if I mess up, I want people to tell me that. I feel like that's what helps make me a better player. So I've never felt bad about people commenting on my Magic plays. Like, comment away. And I think it's also natural. Like the fact you mentioned, like, oh, it's always when it's a misplay. I mean, I think that's what people comment on YouTube. If you watch even it's a cutter deck. If you watch even non-Magic YouTube videos, a lot of times it's the people that have something like that to say that are gonna chime in. So I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm also used to it. There's so many, your voice. I hate your voice. That one's a classic. But you get used to it. About it. I mean, this is gonna go down as a loss, although honestly, duh. Like, this is literally the deck that's been the best deck in Standard since last set release, with what appears to be a copy of Astrologian Planisphere in it. So yes, it seems like Corey Steelcutter is still good. We have found out that Corey Steelcutter is still a pretty good card. Sure. Yep. GG. I mean, Astrologian Planisphere is from Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, Tundra's Place. Really? Your brother tried to ban you? Well, apologize to your brother for me. So what do we learn about Sephiroth? So that last loss, I mean, it's prowess. I built all of these decks assuming that we're gonna lose to prowess, because everything loses to prowess in mice. So losing to prowess doesn't really have any impact on how I view the decks. I will say, I feel like Aristocrats is close. I feel like it's close. I think the problem I see with Aristocrats is this. The problem I see with Aristocrats is it's a synergy deck, right? And we're in a format in Standard right now that is purely about doing the most powerful thing possible as fast as possible. It's just play your thing, cast your Monstrous Rage, attack, your opponent's gonna die, someone's gonna die. So I feel like it's kind of tricky to be this, like, I'm going to play a bunch of 1/1s and then sacrifice them and drain you a little and then set up this graveyard stuff. So I wonder if it has the raw power to keep up with the current meta. But I feel like Sephiroth felt really good. Sephiroth felt good. And I will say, like, the build's probably not 100%. We could really use another Zac outlet to replace Eiley. Eiley was pretty clunky, but I feel like it's close. It's close. I would not be surprised if we had a really good Aristocrats deck at some point. Using Agatha to give new cards. Using Agatha's to give new cards a lower transform card would be cost would be funny. That does sound sweet. All right, so that is Aristocrats. Let's try the big Red Clive deck. So this is a red deck, but this is pretty much play a bunch of permanents that have mana symbols, Sphinx and Koth and Razorkin Needlehead and Count on Luck, and try to ramp into Clive and trust that Clive is going to win us the game. Clive, the big 6 mana 5/5. When it enters, we get to discard our hand, draw cards equal to our devotion to red, which hopefully will be very high. And then if we flip it around, we get a 9/9 Saga Demon that fights something and makes even more mana, then flips back around. So basically, play a bunch of red stuff, try to get to Clive, hope that Clive wins. Yeah, the Birds was the first deck we played, and Birds actually so far has been easily the best deck we've played. Birds actually felt really, really strong. We had a copy of Triple Triad. I mean, for fun. It's just so slow. It's just so slow. We don't really have. Oh, I might not have one. It's just so. It's just so slow in this standard because we have to get to 6, we have to cast it, we have to wait till our upkeep, and then odds are we like hit a 2-drop or something. So it's actually, I don't think we can add it to the deck. The more I think about it, let's try it without it. I think it's just way too slow. I'm excited to play that card in Commander. I think in Commander it seems really fun. Yeah, I think Triad really wants more players at the table. Not that maybe we'll build around it for against odds in the future or something, Bert, but I think in this deck, it's just gonna be a little clunky. Yeah, we can try this. I mean, count on your luck would be good. Land go. We need a Clive. Oh yeah, record reset. Does Summon Burnhild remind you of Fable the Mirror Breaker? No. I think the power of Fable the Mirror Breaker is that it was really, really hard to deal with because even if you dealt with, like, it immediately made the body, right? So even if you dealt with it immediately, you still had the goblin that was making treasures behind. If you dealt with the goblin, you still had the Fable behind. I don't think Summon Burnhilder feels like that to me. Well, I guess we just keep chainsawing. I'm sorry. We're gonna chainsaw some more elves. I don't know why chainsaw doesn't bother me. Is it okay, chat? Is it hypocritical? You know how I feel about cards with people eating sandwiches, like real world people eating sandwiches. My least favorite cards. I hate those cards. Is it hypocritical of me that this is gonna be the worst Sunspine Lynx matchup ever? Is it hypocritical of me that chainsaw does not bother me at all? Like chainsaw, I'm just like, yeah, whatever, that's fine, sure. Now let's just count on luck. Yeah, I don't know. It probably is hypocritical because a chainsaw is pretty modern. A chainsaw is also a real world item. I guess it's more weapony, kind of, but I mean, you could throw a cup of instant ramen in someone's face and scald them pretty severely. Ramen could be a weapon. I will not accept that ramen cannot be a weapon. I think that ramen can be a weapon. I'm just saying. Ramen could be a weapon. Or choking? You could choke on a sandwich. There's so many ways. Well, let's play the land. Ugh. Let's Scorching Shot the Hogs. Get some triggers on our chainsaws. And I guess just... yeah, let's just Charming Scoundrel. Charming Scoundrel, we have to discard the links. This is just, our opponent does not believe in non-basic lands, apparently. Our opponent is playing all basics for some reason. Bringing Chainsaw to a soup fight? That's the real test. Who wins? Chainsaw or soup? Found it. Angorasaur Rex. Those are just like cool stuff. Here comes the World Wagon. That is an 8-8. Those are some big, and that has trample. Jeez. Jeez Louise. All right. Well, we stay at 15. Rev up the chainsaw. Come on, Clive. Ooh, Screaming. Well, Screaming Nemesis will make it awkward for opponent to attack with their big stuff, at least. Well, let's Fire Crystal. Screaming Nemesis. Pass the turn, stay on defense, see if we live. Yeah, maybe our opponent is playing legs. That would actually make... Huh? And a Chocobo. What is this deck? Mossborn. Huh? This is the weirdest landfall deck I've seen. This is like big landfall. Most of the landfall decks I've seen are pretty aggro. This is apparently the go wow, we're so dead. This is the go super tall version. Found it. Flummering World Wagon. I feel like this attack's actually kind of good for us. I don't know if it leads to us winning the game. But we can block the World Wagon and shoot down the Angorasaur Rex. If they just attack with the dinosaur, it's actually way worse for us. Okay. I mean, this means we take 8, which does hurt, but it means we're going to get to kill 2 things. Oh. Oh, can they put a counter on the Rex? Oh, maybe the landfall gets around it. Oh, they're just going to make... Oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Well, block the Lumbering World Wagon. We chainsawed so many things, too. Well, rev up that chainsaw. Yeah, all the deck lists that we've played are on that dock, so you can snag it from there. Birds definitely felt really good. Oh, come on, Clive. Koth. 7. Yeah, we're dead. All right. Well, oh, that's a big one. So many people are playing land. I feel like landfall has been the most popular theme that I've seen here. Apparently people do love landfall. I feel like landfall, that's definitely what we've played against the most, right? Oh, do people eat Chocobo? I mean, they have to, right? Do they not eat Chocobo in the Final Fantasy? You know, what about... Okay, so we talked about the Chocobo. What are Moogle? And can you eat Moogle? That's the most important question. People eat, yeah. People eat horse. People, I mean, really, if you go around the world, people eat all kinds of things. I feel like what people eat is very, very dependent on their culture and stuff that I would never think of eating. And I mean, I guess I'm a pretty picky eater, like milk on cereal picky, but stuff that I would never consider eating is just normal to eat in other places. So you can't eat Chocobo, can't eat Moogle. Okay. Moogle do look kind of tasty though. They do look a little tasty. Well, opponent trying to gain life, so guess what? We are going to put an end to our opponent's hopes and dreams, and yep. Sorry, opponent! You should have queued against someone else, or maybe you have a removal spell, but until that Lynx goes, your deck does nothing. Nesting Bot, sure. Voice of Victory, sure. And we got the Clive in hand. The Clive's coming to refill. Opponent. Land passes. Ooh, another Clive. Well, let's play the Koth. Take up Cloth. Get a mountain for the Clive. And pass the turn. Opponent gets pinged by the Needle Kid. So right now we draw what? We discard our hand and draw 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's really good. Oh, Sephiroth. But our opponent doesn't get to gain life off of it. This is a cool idea for a Sephiroth deck. I didn't really think of Sephiroth with Aerith. Good thing we got this Lynx out, or we'd actually be in trouble. Our opponent's deck would actually be doing things. This is a brutal Sunspine Lynx. About it, Mills. Passes. So let's see. We play the land. our opponent doesn't have a sack outlet, so we can tick down, kill the Sephiroth. Maybe we wait one more turn. We can play the Charming... Yeah, let's wait one more turn for Clive. I think this is better. So we can play Charming Scoundrel. Make a treasure. We can play Koth number 2. And snipe the Voice of Victory. Pass the turn. We were talking about on Phil's stream about the Regalia, where he mentioned that you were going to be playing Commander decks as generic ramp. Yeah, I think Regalia and Commander is actually pretty good. I really like ramp spells. Really like ramp spells that put non-basic lands into play. Wow. And we didn't even get to the Clive. We didn't even get to it. I mean, Sunspine Links just absolutely dream crushed. I feel like we didn't even really do anything that game other than play the Links. But the Links it shuts down Amalia, it shuts down Sephiroth, it shuts down Elizelkor, it shuts down Ariath. It literally just made our opponent's deck not function. But yeah, I think the Regalia is really good. So you do need to be a deck. So just to be clear on it, I don't think you can play in every deck because you still need to be able to crew it, right? So it does need to be, I'm most hyped to play in white decks actually, where I like Spirited Companions and you got Stoneforge, these cheap like utility creatures. But I think in decks like that, I think it's really good. If you can realistically crew it, then I think it's very powerful. Like 4 mana 4/4 with haste and it ramps, putting a non-basic land into play. I think that's a good place to be in Commander. I don't know. I put a lot of value in ramp that doesn't require basics, but it is somewhat deck dependent. Like if your deck has plenty of basics anyway. Oh boy, landfall, always the landfall. Well, land go. If your deck has plenty of basics anyway, then it's less important. But Iridescent Vine Lash. Yeah, I mean, I think you are technically not supposed to early Scoob, although I don't really care, honestly. It's like if it's really egregious. Oh yeah, this is why I don't usually do a record, is because I always forget to update the record. This is really the reason why I don't do it. 101. Sure, we will take it. We're gonna get down a Fire Crystal. Actually, are we? We could Scorching Shot. Is that better? Yeah, let's Fire Crystal. Fire Crystal is too fun to pass up. Let's get down the Fire Crystal. Pass the turn. Get some pips on the battlefield. Munas for the 32nd month. Well, ooh, Traveling Chocobo. You got to land on top? That would get a little scary. Land from hand. Double trigger. All right. Well, we're going to have to kill some stuff. Opponent. It's us. Oh, all right, we'll take it. Down to 12. Oh, Charming Scoundrel. Make a treasure. For free, thanks to the crystal. Scorching Shot. I don't know what to kill here. The Chocobo's getting big. This is double triggering. This is killing us. What is the most important thing to kill? You know what? We're just going to kill Traveling Chocobo, I think. We can chump block the other things. I don't want to get burnt out by the Vine Lasher. I think that's fine. Okay. And land on top. All right. The choice was perhaps incorrect. The choice may have been incorrect because our opponent apparently had another Traveling Chocobo. Gonna get in. Well, we got to chump. Stay at 10. I'll play the Screaming Nemesis. Scorching Shot. The Traveling Chocobo. I mean, the Nemesis can also hopefully keep our opponent from attacking for a minute. If you play another Traveling Chocobo, I swear, opponent. I love Chocobo, but that's a little much. Ooh. Okay, another Vine Lash and another land, and we get pinged for 3. Okay, things are a little scary here. Down to 7. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Down to 4. And yeah, not looking great. Man, Landfall is incredibly popular at the moment. Well, play the Mountain, play the Clive. We did it! We got to a 6-drop. We played a 6-drop in Standard. We get to draw a bunch of cards, which is sweet. Well, I guess we can Chainsaw to kill a Vine Lash, but we really need our opponent to just not have land. That's kind of a big ask. Land. Down to 2, block, block, block. I mean, I guess technically we're not just dead on board. You gotta be kidding me. I'm excited for the Regalia Commander. I think it's going to be really good. Ordered 12 of them. Also excited for Lunar Whale. Yeah, Lunar Whale seems fine. Although, I feel like we just have so many effects that do what Lunar Whale does. I feel like that was an effect that, like, 5 years ago... Myopic! Welcome. That's definitely some good landfalling. Welcome to Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I feel like the play off the top of the library stuff, like 5 years ago, that was a really rare effect. But now we just get it so much that I see Lunar Whale, I'm like, okay, it seems fine. But we just have, like, Traveling Chocobo, we got Future Sight, we have Mystic Forge, we have the Reality Chip. There's just so many cards that essentially do the same thing now. All right, we got a Clive. You know what we need in Standard is Nykthos. We want Nykthos. The next deck we're gonna try, because I really want to try it, is I want to try one of the Summon Reanimator decks, because I'm actually kind of high on the possibility of some sort of Yuna Summon Reanimator working. So I think we're going to do the Naya enchantment deck next. Because I'm just very curious. I'm very curious how good it is. Some people really want to see Mill. I feel like the Mill deck's going to be... I don't know if you're going to enjoy the Mill deck as much as you think. Because I feel like the Mill deck's actually kind of just like... It's kind of just a Demure control deck that wins by milling. But maybe that'll still be sweet. My dream is to, for this set, is to flip a Clive with Yuna out and fight something with my 9/9 life. Like, that does sound pretty good. Opponent, summon Fenrir. How good do you think summon Fenrir is? I feel like this card's good, but when I think of putting it in a deck, I always end up being like, shouldn't I just play Overlord of the Hauntwoods? I feel like maybe this is the second best behind Overlord of the Hauntwoods, but it's hard for me to see, like, how it's better than Overlord of the Hauntwoods. I think it's good, and I think I still play it in some decks, but I think it's like, is there any deck where you would play Fenrir over Overlord, is the question. That's what I'm not sure about. Whatever he plays is still an enchantment, which is nice. Some extra synergies. Now we're gonna do some Summon Reanimator next deck after we finish this one. Yeah, the early blocking, I guess, is also nice. Huh. I really want to get to this Clive, but let's Chainsaw. Kill one of the dorks. Rev it up. Go to combat. Hit ya. Opponent gonna block the links. And, yeah, pass the turn. Nykthos in Standard, would that be too good? Maybe. maybe a little too good, but it would be fun. Ooh, Terra. Okay. Opponent gonna... Oh, all right. So opponent's doing some Yuna action. Where is Yuna in the Final Fantasy tier list? And also Terra. Are iconic or no? What is the waifu level? Waifu tier list. Waifu tier list. Where do Terra and Yuna rank? Ooh. How bad is it if they flip that? Probably very. But I want to do fun things. So if they flip it, create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary enchantment you control gains haste. Oh, that's actually obscene. So I just get to make a copy of Overlord, and it gets haste, and they make 1,000,000 insects. Oh, we can't let them do that. As much as I want to do the cool thing, we gotta kill the Terra here, sadly. Kill the Terra. I mean, I guess just as much as I talked about during spoiler season, being like, I don't think you're gonna see these flip all that often in Standard. The threat of flipping does change how you have to play. Like, if this was just the front side and there was no flip mode, Leyline Binding, sure. If there was no flip mode, we wouldn't have to worry about killing it. We could easily play Count on Your Luck, start working towards getting to the Clive or whatever. But just the threat of flipping it makes it like, okay, we actually have to spend a removal spell on it, which is kind of a big deal, I think. Opponent gonna clean up the board a bit. Overlord of the Mismors. Annoying, but sure. Well, there's a mountain finally. So play the land. Play the Count on Luck. Play the Scorching Shot. But now the Overlords are coming down and we don't have a way to kill them. Oh, we were so close about it. Oh no, oh god. Oh, that's real bad. That's real bad. Opponent Yuna. Gonna get back a Summon Titan, apparently. Terra's one of your favorite characters? Hey, Seth, do you have a deck with a Final Fantasy combo in it? Just like any deck that has a combo in it? Yes. Yeah, some of the decks are combo-y. Big Red has not felt especially strong. I think Clive, I don't know if Clive's enough of a payoff, honestly. Like, Clive is cool. It just comes down so low that a lot of times we're just playing Clive and dying. Which might be what we're doing here. Huh. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty dead. Well, let's play the Clive. Sure. Let's draw some cards. What's the worst that could happen? Pass the turn. Did I dislike Dustmourne thematically? To me, it felt less... So there were some parts of it that were weird. There were like specific cards, like the cheerleader card was a little just like, I don't know. There was some of the like high school horror stuff that I was kind of weird, but I would say overall, I felt like it wasn't a real hat set in the way that a lot of the other like Ether Drift or Outlaws of Thunder Junction was. It didn't to me feel so much like, oh, we just like took a bunch of iconic characters and put them in a funny situation. It felt more like there was a story to it, and it made sense that they're like the characters were there and what they were doing. So all that to say, I think there were some cheesy elements of it, but I don't feel the same about Dustmourne as I feel about like Ether Drift or whatever. Ooh, all right, that was not good. All right, one more shot, and then we gotta move on from Big Red. Big Red. I want Clive to be good. We need Nykthos. We need Nykthos in Standard. I think I prefer Clive in Rakdos. I don't think you need much devotion for him to be worth having in the top end of your curve. Rakdos mid. Ooh, Darkness Crystal and Fire Crystal. Spicy. FOMO, Summon Brunhilde, Preacher. Quasari Revenant. Huh. Yeah, maybe. I feel like, I don't know if this is like, so you're just viewing it like it's a 6-drop that's like discard your hand, draw 2 most of the time. I don't know. Is that enough? I guess I'm kind of skeptical. I feel like if my Clive is going to be 5 mana, if it's going to be 6 mana, discard my hand, draw 2, I feel like there's going to be a lot of situations where my hand has more than 2 cards in it. Oh yeah, I think we're definitely going to play Mono Red Devotion. I mean, with Nykthos, the card is wild, right? Because Nykthos, you make so much mana. Mono Red doesn't really have card advantage. You don't have like a Gadwick to refill your hand or whatever. So in Mono Red Devotion, you can dump your hand really quickly. You can generate a huge amount of mana really quickly. But then you don't really have like a... Ooh, are we going to see a town deck? Oh, maybe it's just... Oh, it's some sort of reanimator deck that we don't have graveyard hate for. Okay, that's a concern. Well, Razorkin Needle, let's go. The Jolly Blue Man was such a turnoff that despite how good it is in my deck, I really hate it. Really, why do you hate Jolly Blue Man so much? So this is our last game with the big red deck, which so far has not put up a great record. Get in, hit you, found it. Down to 14. What about splashing into profs for some profit with Clive's Mass Draw? And I think that's gonna do it. Yuna, summon Bahamut. Well, this is kind of similar to what we're gonna be trying next. Opponent blows up the Screaming Nemesis. Well, there's a Clive. We can kill the Yuna. I mean, oh, and this has an extra. Some of Bahamut's actually kind of busted, isn't it? Because this has an extra level, so you get to attack with it twice. And I don't know how we survive 2 summon Bahamut attacks. And our mono red deck definitely cannot kill it. Well, Big Red not looking great. Count on luck and death. All right. So Big Red, I think the TLDR is Clive seems like a super cool card for older formats where Nykthos exists. In Standard, it might just be a little slow. It might be a little slow. That was Big Red. All right, I want to try a summon Reanimator deck because I feel like it's probably kind of busted to reanimate Knights of the Round and summon Bahamut. So this deck, this is essentially trying to reanimate Knights Around and Summon Bahamut. It's really as simple as that. We have cards like Terra to fill our graveyard. We have Bitter Reunion to fill our graveyard. We have Fear of Missing Out to fill our graveyard. We have Joshua to fill our graveyard. And then we have Yuna, and we have Abuelo's Awakening to get back Summon Bahamut or Summon Knights of the Round. And that's basically the deck. A little bit of removal and Get Lost and Sheltered by Ghosts. And that's it. Get them in the graveyard. Get them out of the graveyard. I feel like this plan should be pretty successful, especially in Best of 1. In Best of 3, you pick up on some of the same hate that you're going to see for Omniscience. But in Best of 1, you need Omniscience in this deck. That's one of the... I was thinking about this today. Do you think that printing Omniscience in Foundations was actually a mistake? I feel like it might have been a mistake. Clive 3 Tree City and Mice. I mean, that's kind of build a Nykthos. I feel like so I don't think printing Omniscience period's a mistake. It's a pretty iconic card. But I think putting it in Foundations where it never rotates, I was thinking about it today, like what does this mean for going forward? Because like if Omniscience never rotates, does that mean they just can never print something like Abuelo's Awakening again once it rotates in like a year and a half? Like, can you just not print Enchantment Reanimation? But you want to print Enchantment Reanimation. So I don't know. I feel like that's one of the weird consequences of Foundations never rotating. Is just like, it works good if the cards are these like Vengeful Blood Witch, like these baseline cards for decks. But when you end up with like one of the cards being like the deck, the card that makes the deck, that part's a little scary without rotation being a thing for Foundations. I do think this. Okay, if you want the actual story, how about this? The reason that people get annoyed by Omniscience primarily is because of Mono Red. I think that if Mono Red was not so heavily played, I think that Omniscience would not be nearly as... people would not hate it nearly as much. Here is my theory. Here's my grand theory of Standard. Because the red decks are so good, you have to build your decks and your sideboards if you're playing best of 3, but you have to overload on ways to stop red aggro. Because if you don't stop red aggro, it's the most popular archetype in the format, you're going to get run over on turn 3. The stuff that's good against mono red and good against prowess is not good at all against Omniscience. And because you got to play so many cards to fight the aggro decks, you can't really realistically play a bunch of negates or a bunch of graveyard hate because you need those slots to fight against the prowess in the mono red decks. So I think that once mono red becomes less of a thing, it might actually make Omniscience less of a thing too. Not because Omniscience gets worse directly, but because I think you can build your decks in a way that can like slow them down if you don't have to worry as much about the mono red stuff, if that makes sense. Serious Samov, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I think Omniscience is a gigantic problem because there's going to be a ton of new players trying out Standard, playing their Sephiroths and their Yunas, and have to sit through the Omniscience combo because they don't know they're dead. Same for Spider-Man and Yubi. Yeah, that is a good point. Also, like, do you think, Halfling, do you think that mono red is a problem for those players? We was actually having a conversation on Twitter about this today. Like, do you think that the new players that come in and they want to play Yuna or Sephiroth or Cloud or whatever, if they come in and they just have to play against, well, first starting town also, if they come in and they just have to play against like the prowess decks or the mice decks, do you think that's a negative because it's so fast they're never going to get their Yuna down or whatever? Or I had someone be like, I actually think that aggro matchups are kind of good for newer players because they're linear. You don't need a huge amount of knowledge of Magic to play a deck like Mono Red or whatever. The games are over quickly, which we've seen a trend towards. Okay. Do we have to kill this stadium headliner? I'm so not sure what our opponent's doing. So this is going to hit us for 2. Yeah, we're going to wait. We're going to take the 2. Whatever. Get in there, stadium headliner. Actually, no. Well, yeah. Okay, sure. We'll just take the 2. We'll take the 2. The Yuna's going to mill us into some to reanimate anyway, I think. Or the Terra. Bounty passes. Well, there's the Summon Knights of the round. Well, play... We have gotten all of our colors of mana by playing Verges that are not on. We've assembled Vergetron, essentially. Vergetron assembled. All right, let's mill a big enchantment to reanimate next turn. I will take a Summon Bahamut. Okay, that's a Summon Bahamut. We will get back a Fear Missing Out, so we get the Summon Knights around in the graveyard. And opponent. Things are looking grim, buddy. It's turn 4. It might not be Omniscience. Anoint with Affliction. Oh no! Whatever will we do? Our Terra's dead. Oh! Oh, I'm so dumb, chat. Oh no. Feel free to yell at me, chat. Starting town comes into play tapped. It comes into play tapped. Only the first 3 turns of the game. I was... Oh... Yep. All right, we mill some cards, a bunch of lads. I mean, we gotta give our opponent a chance. We don't want to be too fast. Opponent passes. Well, now our opponent's going to die. I think we will summon Bahamut, Ablaelo's Awakening, and we will blow up this Pack Beast and get in with the Terra. Hit ya down to 16. So our opponent can blow up the Summon Bahamut, but that's fine because then we can draw land and play the Yuna, get it back again. All right, opponent's gonna cut down the Summon Bahamut. Sure, gets in, hits us. Land, untap land for Yuna, untap land for Yuna. Come on, deck. That'll work. That's an untap land for Yuna, and this is a real Summon Bahamut. Well, we will hit ya. Yuna might actually be good. Well, now we'll get the big Summon Bahamut. It's back. Blow up the Pack Piece. Found it. Gonna make it indestructible, sure. But during our turn, an opponent scoops it up. How good do you think Summon Bahamut is? I feel like Summon Bahamut might actually be good. I feel like Yuna's actually good. I think people are sleeping on Yuna. I feel like Yuna also, like, the enchantment creature thing. I mean, I guess we'll just go to the next game. But the enchantment creature thing makes me think that Yuna could also, in a weird way, kind of be like a backup for Zur once Zur rotates. Like, you know how Zur comes down in the Overlord deck, and Unit can't just turn them into a creature, although it can get it back from the graveyard as creatures. It can't just turn them into a creature as easily, but you know how it comes down and just the huge amount of life you gain from like one attack with it puts you super far ahead. I feel like Unit can do something similar. The old Sack and Zack. Ooh, opponent. Sephiroth. Let's play Starting Town. Play Fear Missing Out. Discard us a Elegant Parlor. Alright, there's a Terra. Losing Leyline Binding is gonna be a challenge for those decks. A Zahar. Oh, this looks like pretty similar to the deck we were playing. Another Fear Missing Out. Well, let's play the tap land. Huh. Mill the Bitter Reunion. Let's just Sheltered by Goes. Sheltered by Goes. Get rid of the Zahar. Start gaining some life. Next turn we can Terra. Get in, hit ya. Infestation's just kind of Sephiroth Jr., isn't it? It's definitely one of the best cards in a Sephiroth deck. Like, if you're going to do the Aristocrats thing, this is the kind of card. There's the Sephiroth. Opponent going to sack the Sage, draw a card. I mean, thankfully, we do have a Get Lost, so we do have a clean answer. Oh, Yuna. Well, yeah, we're just going to play it safe and kill the Sephiroth. Would be nice if we could hit our lands. The missing a land drops is kind of obnoxious. What do we have in our graveyard? Enchantment, land, instant. So if we discard a creature, we turn on the FOMO, Infestation Sage, and a land. And okay, even more Sephiroths. Oh, opponent, stop playing Sephiroths for a minute so we can do fun things. Opponent, you're going to drain us with the Sephiroth. Oh, there's a land. So play the land. Huh. I think we fear missing out. Discard the Terra. Oh, summon Knights of the Round. We got to get that in the graveyard. Turn on the Fear Missing Out. Blow up the Sephiroth. And do a little double attack here. Get in with the FOMO and tap it. Hit ya. Hit ya. Opponent's down to 10. We're up to 28. I wish the Final Fantasy music was royalty free, or I wish it was safe to play on YouTube, because that would be a perfect stream to have it playing in the background. Honestly, Final Fantasy music is kind of good. Like, it's oddly kind of good. I never listened to Final Fantasy music, but I remember a while ago, Richard told me that when I asked his favorite album, he said it was a Final Fantasy soundtrack, and I thought he was just like memeing around, but I wouldn't go as far as saying Final Fantasy soundtrack's my favorite album, but it actually is like, it's actually pretty good. I was surprised at how much I enjoyed the Final Fantasy soundtrack. Opponent hits us down to 25. Well, we just need like a Joshua. Some way to Bitter Reunion would actually be good. Even just, I guess just the Yuna's still decent. Opponent sacks to draw, plays in land. Duskro's Reliquary. Gonna get rid of the Fear Missing Out. Gets back to Zahar. Okay. We will Sheltered by Ghosts. The Fear Missing Out. This is so awkward. But we need to target the Duskro's Reliquary to get back the Fear Missing Out, to discard the Summon Knights of the Round, to see if we can draw land for Yuna next turn. Oh, another Yuna. Okay. Do we attack? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Let's just pass. We just need a land. We just need a land. Oh, Grixis Kefka's next. We'll do Grixis Kefka next. I want to see if Grixis Kefka's good. You ever listen to Brian's Jonestown Massacre? I love Brian Jonestown Massacre. They have a couple of my favorite songs. Ballad of Jim Jones. That song's so good. The whole album, thank God for, I think it's Thank God for Mental Illness. The whole album they recorded in like 2 days or something. It's so, and it's just got that authentic live feel to it. Oh, I love that. I love that album. Yeah, Kefka I think might actually be, I would say Kefka and Commander is obscene. Oh, they drew a third Sephiroth. Oh, that's, all right. The fact that our opponent had third Sephiroth near the top of their deck, we need an untap land to get back something. Because our opponent's kind of popping off now. They're running into the not enough sack outlet problem, but still, it's a lot of Sephiroth. That's a lot of Sephiroth. We need an untap land for this Una. Do I know anything about Kefka and why everyone likes him? All I know about Kefka is that I played an hour and a half of Final Fantasy VI, and whenever he would show up, he would do this weird, just like laughing. The text was just this weird laughing. Well, let's play Joshua. Man, we're running so clunky here. Discard one of those. Draw a card. Well, there's finally we found a land. But oh, there's all the lands. There's all the lands. The problem is now there's a Sephiroth on the battlefield. That's a 5/5. We can get back Summon Knights of the Round, but I don't know if getting back Summon Knights of the Round is enough. What we probably have to do is Una to get back the Sheltered by Ghosts to deal with the Sephiroth, I think. Dewdrop Cure. Man, imagine if our opponent had a sack outlet. They'd really be in business if they had a sack outlet. Found it. Getting in, hitting us. Gonna sack. I mean, they still might get us here. It still might be enough. Sacks their board. Makes a bunch of dorks. I guess if you can flip Sephiroth, it's kind of a good sack outlet. I think we just missed lands for too many turns. We had the plan. Also, our opponent, the third Sephiroth. Third Sephiroth in the top like 15 or something. Kind of wild. Well, we're getting to see our opponent live the dream with their Sephiroth deck, so that's cute. Zahir, gonna sack its one thing. Not enough for lethal, but enough that I'm pretty sure we're dead. So we finally get a Una. Way too late to matter. Opponent gonna use our one sack to put us down to 1. All right, opponent, they got there. Yeah, we need to draw that land earlier. The emblem is quite, I mean, the emblem's just a blood artist that you can't kill. Yeah, we need to hit our lands there. Kind of unfortunate that our opponent drew 3 of them. Yeah, if you actually can flip Sephiroth, it is good. I think Sephiroth is definitely one of the strongest cards from the set. You just have to, like, it's a very specific deck card, right? It's still, I think it's one of the strongest cards in the set, but it's not just like a generically powerful card that you can play in any deck. You really got to like build around and get the right synergies. Squint your eyes and look at the cactus avatar. You'll see something sus. Where's all of our opponents? Really, you don't think Sephiroth's gonna work in standard? I did make a deck with Bob. We'll see if we get to it. We'll see how many we get to. We're gonna do this one. We're gonna do the Kefka deck. Those are next. Finish this one. Try Kefka. Seth, could you make decks based on each individual Final Fantasy game outside of the Commander precons? I mean, Maybe. I'd have to look at the actual games. There might be enough. I'm not sure. Do you think that's something people would be interested in? That would be my only question. So I think, especially, I don't know if you could do it for Commander, because I don't think each game has enough cards, unless it was one of the games that got a Commander precon. Then you have enough cards. But if you didn't get a Commander precon, I think there's only like 20, 30 cards. So some of the earliest games, I think even less than that, like 10 cards. But there might be enough to build like a standard deck. Would you try Adamantios with Pernition? Yeah, that's also something. I don't think we're going to play it today, but yes, that's something I do want to try. I think it's probably the second best thing to reanimate. Maybe the first. I don't know. Herald of Eternal Dawn, the Platinum Angel. That's a pretty hard lock if you're just like, I can't lose the game. It doesn't get much better than that. Like, not losing the game is oh, do we keep? No, we're gonna hit away to loot, right? We got double reanimation. We gotta hit away. We gotta hit away to use some cards. We need a Joshua. Mill the Plains. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Opponent. Pup UFO. Some sort of. Oh my god. Okay. Abuelo's Awakening. We need a way to loot. We need a way to loot. Opponent. Land. This is definitely a color. What is happening? Oh. We have drawn 4 reanimation spells, 2 summon Knights of the Round, 0 ways to get him in the graveyard. Omnicron 13, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so. This is the awkwardest draw. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. When you hover the cards, they tell you the game like paper. It doesn't appear so. Opponent passes. Oh my. Oh, they're just gonna play an Ugin. This is the most awkward draw I've ever seen. 3 Abuelos, 2 Unas, Ultima, and no ways to get the cards in the graveyard. What I would give for a Joshua. Oh my. Oh goodness. We are not drawing. This is whatever the opposite of running hot is. I don't know exactly what the opposite is. Whatever the opposite of running hot is how we are running right now. We are running the coldest cold. Joshua's just a silly Final Fantasy card that lets you discard 2 cards and draw 2 cards. It's like a Tersa Light Shatter or whatever. Just some way that we can. Yeah, there's a new again. And I imagine that does it. Wow, we're gonna lose this one without casting a spell, really. Discarding a hand size is just gonna be too slow. Like, now that our opponent has this Ugin going, it's definitely too slow. I mean, it's too slow either way. Opponent gonna put a land into play. Adventures in. Well, I mean, we're letting our opponent pull off their against the odds kills, which I guess is nice. Opponent gets in with Ultima. Gonna attack our starting town. Make it colorless. Hit us to 60. Well, kill the Ugin, I guess. Ooh, pass the turn. Would Sephiroth be perfect in Modern with Moonmist? I don't know if Sephiroth in specific is that good with Moonmist in Modern, because even if you get the backside, you still need a bunch of bodies around for it to do things, right? Wait, what are we getting punted for? Yeah, we're just sure, opponent, sure. So our opponent's running way hotter than we're running. Good golly. They shall reap my wrath. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I think that one's just over. Thoughts on the recent RCQ promos? State of recent MTG promos compared to other games? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I always feel so jealous when I talk to people who play other games, people play other games, talk about, oh, I went to this One Piece tournament because they were just giving away like $500 of promos for entering. So I was like, yeah, I don't really want to go out of my house this weekend, but I guess I'll go play this One Piece tournament because they're paying me $500 to do it, essentially. Like, I keep hearing that from people who play other games, just like how incredibly generous they are. Here's a $500 promo for coming to pre-release. And then Magic is like, we'll give you an unplayable bulk rare if you go to a tournament and qualify for the next Pro Tour. if you not only go to the tournament, but do well enough to qualify for a Pro Tour, we will give you a laughing Jasper Flint. And it's funny because it's free. It's cardboard. It's like, I know it's a reprint equity and all that stuff. Yes, that's true. I coined that term forever ago. Like, yes, I know. But, like, at some point, are we falling behind the other games? Like I feel like with other games catching on, becoming more popular, becoming more a part of. All right, there's a land at least. We are struggling to hit the lands. But with other games becoming more and more popular, at some point I feel like Magic has to like actually try to keep up. With those games. Like there's competition now. Riot's making a card game. You got Lorcana, you got One Piece. Not that Magic's doing poorly. Magic's doing, by sales at least, incredibly well. The best-selling set ever is happening right now. So it's not like they're hurting for money in the short term, but it's funny to me because it just seems like it's so low cost for them to be like, here's a cool promo if you show up to this tournament. But instead it's like a 20-cent card or something. Just like, it seems so easy, Wizards. It seems so easy. Now let's Sheltered by Ghosts. Get rid of the Arzo Sworn. Go to combat. Get in with the fear missing out. If our opponent double blocks, we will kill something. What is our opponent trying to do? Well, let's get lost the token. Keep our fear missing out. I want to summon Knights of the Round. I want to at least see a summon Knights around on the battlefield. If they offer better prizes, encourage people to play in tournaments, which they would need to buy cards for to make decks for. Yeah, I mean that's the theory, right? It's a marketing. All right, battle menu keeps it alive. It's a marketing expense essentially. That's the hope. What's your dynamic like with the Goldfish crew off camera? Almost exactly the same as on camera, honestly. It's very similar. Think of the thing. I mean, obviously sometimes we have to do boring stuff, editing and stuff like that. Like some of that stuff's not as much fun as doing a podcast or a Commander Clash or whatever, but as far as the actual like interpersonal dynamic, it's pretty much the same dynamic. Interesting. So what do we want to do now? I guess we Joshua. Let's Joshua. Discard Fear Missing Out, Abuelo's Awakening. Draw a couple cards. Well, okay. There are all the things that we were hoping to get in the graveyard. We do get 2 FOMO attacks, which is going to gain us some life. So I guess we need one more way to discard cards. Yeah, I think our game plan is actually to flip the Josh. What game is Joshua from? Oh, XXI? Oh, is Joshua another 16? How was Final Fantasy 16 received? Hey, what's up, the Tambo? How are you? Finally cut a stream live. How was early access? It's been super fun. Lots of cool cards. People try neat things. Would you use Absolute Virtue in a recursion or a control side piece? I could see Absolute Virtue being a good control side piece. In Recursion, I think it's... You could definitely play it in a Reanimator deck, a Recursion deck. Although, I think it's probably less strong than some of the other options. Yeah, we're going to take our beads, and then I think we're free to actually flip a Joshua. This is our first flip, I think. Opponent gets in. Plays a Surveil land. Well, we find... Oh, FOMO. Ooh. Flipping Joshua seems good. We're going to do it. It's too fun to pass up. We're going to flip the Joshua. When it flips, 2 damage each opponent, we gain life. Sadly, we can't attack, but we do have a 4/4 flyer. About it. Next turn, we can FOMO, discard something. And then, unit for the reanimation. Yeah, right now, I mean, so you got a Troxa, you got a Tally. Huh, alright. Well, I guess that's what we get for flipping our Joshua. Little battle menu action. And Marshal of Zelfir. Opponent getting in with Squall. When it deals combat damage, player return target permanent mana value 3 or less. Yeah, I guess we just take it. Awkwardly. I mean, they only have a land and a invasion that doesn't do anything. We drop to 9. They get an invasion. We draw Get Lost. Well, that's fear missing out. I think we got to go Summon Bahamut. I think that's the more important of the two. Summon Bahamut. Oh, we draw Sheltered by Ghosts. Intriguing. Huh. Ha 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 ha. During your turn, Una and enchantment creatures you control have trample, lifelink, and ward 2. I don't know if we want to just... We got to kill the Squall, I think. Yeah, let's do it now while your opponent's tapped out. Or tapped down. So get rid of the Squall. Pass the turn. And hope that Bahamut can save us. Yeah, apparently Squall's a knight. Our opponent's deck is weird. I guess they're a knight deck. I guess that's the idea. Them exerting to make cats is throwing me off, but I think they're just playing this because it's a knight 1-drop, and they're like, I might as well. I might as well exert. I got nothing else going on. Favorite card from Final Fantasy? Jumbo Cactuar is pretty cool. Jumbo Cactuar is cool. Yashota Rule or whatever it is, I really think is cool. There's a lot of really sweet individual cards in this set. There really is. Oh, it's tapped. Well, okay. Well, let's get down, Una. It is time to summon Bahamut, I believe. So no attacks, but we're warded up so our opponent cannot interact. And Bahamut be coming. End of turn. Yeah, let's summon Bahamut. Blow up the Virtue of Loyalty. I mean, Summon Bahamut, it should be enough to just win, right? Look at all those stats. Look at all those abilities, opponent. Gonna keep exerting. I guess that's a combo. Exert your Bassery to make a 1/1. Untap it with Virtue. All right, opponent. Can you deal with Summon Bahamut? And does it exile? Because if it goes to the graveyard, we can get it back. All right, opponent's gonna get lost. Sure. And Dion. During your turn, Dion and other knights you control have flying. Opponent hits us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll play the land. Let's Sheltered by Ghost on Yuna. Get rid of the Dion. Crack the map. We'll keep the Joshua. We can't really attack, though, can we? 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I want to gain life. Let's crack on the FOMO. I think we got to attack with this one FOMO to gain a little bit of life. I think that's the smartest play. Go to combat. Get in with the fear missing out. Untap it. So we get to gain at least 3. Opponent. Gonna do some cat jumping. All right, opponent's gonna cat block. That's fine. Yes, yes, yes. Block with everything, opponent. Well, I think it's time to, once again, summon Bahamut. Oh. Oh, we still can't attack with it, though, can we? 3, 4, 5. Oh, we can't lose. We can't lose Yuna. If we lose Una, we just lose the game. Well, get the fear missing out. Discard the Summon Knights of the round. Draw the Joshua. Oh, right. It puts a finality counter on it. That is more awkward than I thought. So our Bahamut's gone. Oh, come on now. Seriously? And then our opponent actually just wins with Dion. Wow. Is that Dion card? What is that Dion card good? Is the Dion card actually good? Art by Cheeky, thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome, Raiders. Tomato Lunch, good to see ya. Honey, how are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, you are correct, Tuka buddy. Wizards and their finality counters. They love their finality counters. Our Knight's back. I mean, for that one game during early access. During that one early access game, they were looking pretty good. I mean, Dion. So the challenge is, it looked good there, right? Because we're not playing a deck that interacts. So much of what we see today, it's like, well, in the broader sense, I don't know how it'll look, but if you can just like play a knight the next turn, play a knight the next turn, and no one interacts with your board, and then you play a Joshua and all your knights have flying, that's absurd. That's like so good. That's so good. But in a more removal heavy matchup, where your opponent's like, you play a knight and they kill your knight, you play a knight, you kill your knight, then your Dion looks kind of sad, right? So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it looks in the grand scheme of things. I mean, we got Joshua to get rid of. Yeah, this hand's fine. Maybe we'll actually see a Summon Knights of the round. After this, we're gonna try Kefka for opponent's going aggro. Forsaken Miner. Well, land it go. Well, thank you, honey. Welcome to the stream. How was your stream? Art by Chi-Chi? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name incorrectly. All right, let's get on Fear Missing Out. Discard a Summon Knights of the round. Draw a land card. Okay, there's a land. That's good. Getting closer. Opponent land. Sephiroth. Gonna sack the Forsaken Miner. Gets in. Well, opponent is going aggro. We will block. Get drained. Well, that was quite the turn for our opponent. I think we actually just have to... We just actually have to Sheltered by Ghost here, I think. Sheltered by Ghost on the FOMO. Get rid of the Sephiroth. Hit you with the FOMO. Gain back a bit of life. I want to see a Summon Knights of the round. We just haven't seen Summon Knights of the round. What Magic set do you wish would be reintroduced to Standard? The full set has to be included. Ooh, boy. So this is just going to be nostalgia mostly. Oh, that sounds super fun. Wait, are you not a Magic stream? I'm very curious. I'm very curious, art by Chi-Chi. How did you end up here if you're doing an art stream? That's just it's such a random crossover to go from art to magic. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Just curious because I don't know if I've ever been rated by like an art stream before. Now that I think about it, so I can't block. Can we just Joshua without dying? What's in our graveyard? Just an enchantment creature. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's Joshua. Discard summon Knights of the Round. Discard a Una. Okay, there's a land that's big. That is big. Get in, hit you, gain back a little life. I think we might actually get to see summon Knights of the Round. I think we might actually be able to see it. Oh, that's awesome. So what set would I... So it's mostly nostalgia based, but I would love to see, like, original Innistrad come back. I think that set was super cool in Standard. I love Alara. I think the Alara sets are neat. And I think, like, those sets seem pretty safe to me. Like, I don't think they're going to be boring, if that makes sense. One of my chatters fell asleep while you were watching my stream. I was mentioning how I always kind of fall asleep when watching your YouTube video compilation. Oh, well, thank you, art by Chi-Chi. I appreciate it. Let's block the voice. We drop to 8. We drop to 7, 6, 5. Opponent, Gas Guzzler. Does Sephiroth flip here? Is that enough? It is. Oh, we have to wait another turn. Awkward. Oh, so awkward. Well, okay. So let's lifelink up the Joshua. Get rid of the Sephiroth. This is the Sheltered by Ghost plan. This is not exactly what we wanted to be doing. We kind of want to be playing Una and getting back that summon Knights of the Round, but better than dying. I feel like our opponents are way better at drawing Sephiroths than we are. When we played the Sephiroth deck, we drew them sometimes, but I feel like each of our opponents are like drawing multiple Sephiroths. Hopefully they cannot kill our stuff and get back Sephiroth, because that would be less than ideal. Opponent getting in. 7? All right, we'll take 7. That's fine. Down to 5. Speed increases. This better not be Sephiroth 3, opponent. Zahir. Okay. Zahir is probably worth killing. I think we got to kill the Zahir. Opponent. Going to sack the Forsaken Miner. Oh, right. They have the emblem still. Oh, Sephiroth's so good. Sephiroth's so good. I forgot about the emblem. So we get drained down to 4. That's only our opponent's only 1 activation. If they had a real sack outlet, we'd be super dead. But thankfully they do not. Mill's a nesting bot. Well, okay. Kill the Zahir. Get drained down to 3 for now. Draw another Una. Well, all right, here we go. Verge. Una. Combat. Get in with both. Hit you to 6. Go back up to 10. Summon the Knights of the Round. 3/3 indestructible with 3/3/3 friends. This should be enough. If Summon Knights of the Round is not enough, I don't even know what this deck's doing about it. Did we get him? Did we get him? Did we get him? Maybe. I mean, that's a lot of bodies, and it just keeps happening. The Final Fantasy cards are super cool. They're really cool. I'm not even a Final Fantasy player, and I really like these cards. Oh, yeah. If we kill stuff, we get drained. I guess getting drained is less than... Yeah, I guess we might as well. Sure. Block, 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 block. So we take 1,000,000. Those Forsaken Miners comboing with the Sephiroth emblem actually kind of brutal. They just keep coming back. Opponent's got a huge pile of triggers. How is this deck? I mean, I think the deck feels pretty solid. Right now, during early access, at least, we'll see. I think the problem I see with the plan is the same cards that hate on the Omniscience deck are going to hate on this deck. So if everyone's like prepared for Omniscience, this deck probably gets a little bit more challenging. But if you dodge the hate, I think the summon cards as reanimation targets feel powerful, and I think that Yuna is a reasonable way to do it. The lifelink's nice. Man, this has actually been a wild game. This has been one of the wilder games. Like, the life gain on both sides has kept this game going for a really long time compared to what it should have gone. Down to 4. Opponent plays a land. They can sack the miner. They almost got us. So close. Like, our opponent, very close. Nesting bot. Passes. Well, we're going to make some knights. We're going to flip Joshua. Oh! Oh! This is the one that exiles! Oh! It's the one that exiles! It exiles! Oh! Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Well, opponent, would you like a Sephiroth? Would you like a Sephiroth? We're just trying to be kind to our opponent. Oh god, are we gonna lose because of that? That's so awkward. Well, get in there. I will accept the pump for that one. You can all give me a pump for that one. Is there any rhyme or reason to which of these new flip cards exile and which of them don't? Like, is there any, like, what's the magic reason for it? Is it the ones that are sagas on the backside you have to exile? I don't know if that's always the case, though. Well, it's going to take a little getting used to, or reading, I guess. Opponent. Going to sack. Drain. Drop to 4. We go up to 11. We'll get back a Sheltered by Ghosts. Put it on. Does this already have lifelink? It does. And it has... Yeah, let's put it on the token. Get rid of the Sephiroth. Again. Jesus, game. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand why some of the legendary dominants all flip between human and... But, like, why do some of them exile and flip and some of them don't exile and flip? So it's, if they have a saga backside, you need it to exile and flip so the saga comes into play with a counter on it. So the ones that have saga backsides, you should all exile and return. If they don't have saga backsides, then they don't need to exile. Is 11 enough life? Opponent, sex, draw. It's gotta be, right? So we get emblemed. I feel like we're still okay. Jesus, game. Yeah, that makes sense. To make the saga backside work, they need to exile. Well, I guess for the short term until we get used to these cards. Ooh, I'm gonna have to make sure to read them. All right, let's try Kefka. Let's try Kefka, and then after Kefka, I'm probably gonna have to take Bear out at some point. But I want to try the Kefka deck. So I will say, I feel like Summon Reanimator. I feel like Summon Reanimator has a lot of potential. But like I said before, it does kind of pick up on some of the hate with Omniscience. So we'll see how it shakes out. But I feel like Yuna feels really powerful to me. The summon cards do feel like worthy reanimation targets. Summon Bahamut in specific has really impressed me, just because it's big enough that it hits for 18. Even though it doesn't stick around, it hits for 18. This deck, all right, this is Kefka with some Reanimator shenanigans. So it's like a Grixis mid-rangey kind of deck, but we can also use Kefka to like discard a summon Bahamut and reanimate it, or a whatever, a Troxa, where we can pitch a Trumpeting Carnosaur and reanimate it. The other card that I think is really cute and is worth keeping in mind more is Coiling Rebirth. So Coiling Rebirth, and this is probably going to be like an against the odds thing, but I was trying to figure out, how do I win with Summon Primal Odin, the Black Saga, that if you get in a hit with the second chapter, you just kill your opponent on the spot. And I think that with these new Saga cards that are not legendary, Coiling Rebirth is pretty cute, because you can gift a card and double reanimate them, or imagine getting back 2 Summon Bahamuts rather than just 1 Summon Bahamut. Why no Tursa? 3/3 haste. So I want to try Emmett. I want to try Emmett Selge. Because it's a new Final Fantasy card. Whether or not it's actually better than Tursa, I'm not sure. You get better stats. You get the ETB attack. You get to loot. So we'll have to see how Emmett Selge feels. But this would be the slot where Tursa would probably go if we were playing Tursa. So basically, Grixis Kefka mid-range. With Kefka, I think Kefka is actually a really good card. Hey Seth, do you have time to check out this game? Oh, let me see. What do we got going on? Some Dreadmaw Tribal autism. Is this all 6-mana 6/6s? Or a lot of 6-mana 6/6s? I love the idea. Just the idea of Dreadmaw Tribal is really funny. Well done, Autism Gaming. I will say Kefkin Commander, twice as absurd as I expected it to be. It's really, really wild. So when Kefka was first spoiled, my thought was, oh my god, that backside is so busted, right? The backside, oh my goodness, the backside is so ridiculous. If you get on the backside, you just draw the cards. But then I realized, the more I test with Kefka and play with Kefka, the front side is actually just insane in Commander. Like, the front side is essentially a repeatable Siphon Mind almost. Like, it's a lot of times you play it, each of your opponent discards. A lot of times you're going to end up with like 2 or 3 different people discarding different card types. So you discard and like draw 3, or in the best case, draw 4. And that actually just keeps happening and happening and happening. So I think just the card advantage aspect of Kefka is really good. So the front side is way better than I thought it would be, specifically in Commander. We'll see how it is in 1v1. In 1v1, you only have 1 opponent discarding, so it might not be quite as good of a card advantage engine. But with 4 players, ooh, Emmett Selge. What game is Emmett Selge from? 10? Is that X or 15? Why is Kefka so popular? Why is Kefka such a famous character? Do we want to? Well, I guess we keep Zombify. That's pretty powerful. Bastard. Starting towns a coming. Pound it. Tap land. Getting in. Well, let's play the land. Actually, they did nothing. This actually makes the most sense. This is not very Kefka-esque, but kill the elf with the Carnosaur. We can reanimate the Carnosaur. But isn't he also evil? Do I misunderstand Kefka? Is he not like evil? He's just, he's like the Joker. Okay. So he's kind of like the bad guy, but he's the funny bad guy. Oh, into a Kefka. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we will accept that. Kefka coming down. We'll discard an Emmett Selge. Opponent, what would you like to discard? All right. Oh, we might have helped our opponent. And they kill the Kefka. Summon 8 of the round discarded. Oh, we might have helped them. Opponent Coiling Rebirth. We don't have the mana for it yet, though. We'll play the land. Keep the land on top, I think. Go to combat. Hit ya. Let's crack the map to draw the land. Emmett Selge. Do a little looting. I guess we discard this Atraxa that we can't really cast past the turn. All right, can we not get reanimated? They're gonna Una. Found it, land. Una. All right. Well, here comes the Summon Knights of the round. This game's about to get wild. So we play the land. So if we push pull, we can get back Kefka with haste, Atraxa with haste. That's really good. Yes, let's go Kefka, Atraxa. Both with haste. Atraxa first. So we will take Coiling Rebirth. Actually, no. Let's take a Zombify because it's cheaper. Take a Zombify. Summon Bahamut. Fear of missing out. And a land. Discard a Summon Bahamut. Opponent has to discard. Can we beat a Summon Knight? This is the ultimate summon battle. Summon Knights of the round versus Summon Bahamut. Get in. Get in. Get it. Actually, you stay back. Get in with those two. Kefka triggers. Discard a Summon Bahamut. Oh, next turn we can do the Coinly Rebirth thing. Oh, this is going to be so sick. Found it. Discards. We draw 3 cards. Oh. Okay. Kefka's busted. We just drew 3. We've drawn so many cards. Okay. So we'll discard a Kefka. A Verge. A Torch the Tower. And a FOMO. Oh, that was a good turn. Opponent going to summon Titan. Well, the good news for us is we're about to... Oh, I guess it has lifelink, I see. Opponent wants to gain back some life. Sure, we will block. I mean, we're going to double summon Bahamut this turn. Summon Burnhilder. Well, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can play the land. Coinling Rebirth with a gift. Get back Summon Bahamut. Blow up the Una. Blow up the Summon Titan. Double trouble. Go to combat. Hit ya with the Carnosaur. Oh, opponent's going to triple block. All right, opponent cashing it in. And I think just to make sure, let's blow this up. We don't want our opponent hasting anything in. All right, opponent. Can you beat a Bahamut? Bahamut. Hey, me ha me hi moo. See, Magic's got its own idiot. Wait, was Tasha based after Kefka? Is that where that comes from? Found it. Blocks. Reanimates. Summon Titan again. Goes to 11. Sure, let's flip it. That's kind of crazy. Okay, now we play our graveyard. Blow up the Summon Titan. Blow up the Una. And oh, we got him. We got him. Exile target tap creature. Huh? What did I do wrong, chat? That is a tap creature. It's indestructible. That doesn't mean you can't exile it. Doesn't it say exile target trap creature? Did I not? Oh. Reading the card explains the card. Okay. That's fine. We didn't actually want to kill this Summon Knights of the round anyway. That would just make things too easy on us. So I think instead, as our opponent laughs at us, we will play this Bladesmire Verge. We will zombify to get back a Summon Bahamut. Blow up a Night token. And then let's Quag Feast. Blow up a Night token. Hit ya to 1. This has been a pretty wild game. Pass the turn. Yes, it says destroy. Give me your puns. Give me all the puns. And about it, scoops it up. This deck might actually, okay, just my initial feeling of this deck is that ran really smoothly, and Kefka might be a sleeper in this set. Like, Kefka's 5 mana, so I think a lot of people write off, including myself to some extent. You see a 5 mana card in such an aggro standard, and you're like, really? Like, are we really playing this 5 mana card? But, I actually think Kefka might be playable. It might be tough in the short term. It might be tough in the short term, which is how aggro it is. But I think that Kefka's feeling more and more to me like it might actually be a standard playable card. I don't know about the 5 mana Titan. How good is I haven't played with that. That's a card that when I saw it, I was like, oh, it's probably good in like Lumra decks, like Aftermath Analyst style decks. I didn't really think of just playing it in my like Saga Reanimator decks because it's 5 mana, and I was like, well, if 5 mana, I want to be reanimating my big things, not playing like a support piece that's filling my graveyard, but it is a 7/7. That was a good Final Fantasy value. Can you check out my Abzan Recursion deck? I'd love to. Let me take a peek. Excalibur. Abzan Reanimate. Summon Bahamut. Ancient Adamantios. Paradation. Ancient Adamantios is so cool. When someone asked my favorite card this set, I kind of forgot about the turtle, because the turtle's super cool. Resentful Revelation. That looks pretty solid to me. That looks, I mean, get the big things in the graveyard, get them back out of the graveyard. Paranation on Ancient Adamantios is pretty good. The only thing I'd say is maybe the Platinum Angel is worth it. I know that's a card that I like with Paranation, but the turtle does something very similar. Well, let us play a Starting Town. Good way to start a game of Magic. Ooh, Nature's Rhythm. Yeah, that does. I didn't really think about those synergies. That does make sense. Let's play the Verge. Let's impend an Overlord of the Bailmerk. Oh, this is the same opponent. Mill some cards. Get back a Fear Missing Out. Well, we know what we might have another epic Final Fantasy battle here. I feel like he keeps saying maybe. I mean, I guess I will also say that I try to be optimistic on early access day. That's something I've tried to focus on. I think it's much less fun if you go into a set being like, that's probably not going to work. There's no way that's going to work. There's no way that beats Mice. There's no way that beats Prowess. There's no way it's fast enough for Omniscience. So I especially with around set release, something I've been working on is just trying to be positive about things, because what happens is going to happen. I can't control it. I can't make Wizards ban cards or control when cards rotate or anything. So that's something I've been focusing on. So yeah, I do think that a lot of these cards have felt good, but I would also caution you, it is early access day, so I wouldn't overreact too much, because it is just a unique meta. Like, a lot of the decks we're playing against and with today, unlikely that you run into those exact same decks tomorrow. But there's just no point in going into, like, a new set with new cards that are super exciting, being like, oh, everything's gonna, Starting Town Betrayal. Well, let's play a Fear Missing Out. Do a little milling. I was thinking that Emmet Sulch was going to be really, really difficult to actually flip, but it might actually not be that bad. It might actually not be that bad to flip it. Let's get in, let's loot. Let's discard an Undercity Sewers. Like, we flipped it game 1. We're already up to 8 cards in the graveyard. And the backside of this is also insane. The backside of a lot of these cards are actually kind of insane, but the backside of this is really insane. 6/6 vigilance, and you just get to cast things from your graveyard during your turn. Man, everyone loves Yuna. Sure. Opponent's got nothing in the graveyard, so that's fine. Although we do probably need to kill it. We could use Reanimation. Coiling Rebirth would be the best. Now let's just pay 3. Oh, wait. Ward. Yes, we will not do that. We will pass. We will untap. We will draw a Fear of Missing Out. Now let's play the Fear of Missing Out. We're going to wait on Kefka, I think. Discard a card. Carnosaur. Yeah, I feel like we got to kill the Yuna. I'm very scared. We played with Yuna enough to know what happens when Yuna's on the battlefield, which is typically very scary things. Well, go. Ooh, and we got the FOMO going. Untap it. Little vigilance combo here. Double attack with 2 creatures from a FOMO. Yeah, get in there. Hit ya. I don't know why notifications are appearing on screen. That's probably not ideal. Let's discard. Ah! Why is this happening, computer? Why is this happening? All right, hang on. I gotta figure out why Discord notifications are going on the stream. Oh, I got my computer back, so that part's good. Why is I don't understand. I've never had this happen before ever, but now they're. How do I make this not happen? Oh, it was a Discord update? How do I... There's got to be a setting where I can turn this off, right? There's got to be. Oh, I always have it in... Okay. So maybe streamer mode is not on. Oh, maybe I got by... Maybe I got by an update. Oh, there we go. I think I may have fixed it. Hopefully, we'll see. Until another message from Tomer pops up. All right, sorry, opponent. Sorry, Swayze. We'll play the land. We'll crack a map. We'll mill a Kefka. Pass the turn. Oh, I was gonna say I've never had that happen before. That's so odd. And opponent gives us the GG and scoops it up. Kefka 2-0. 2-0. So I gotta say, overall, I feel like the set has played better than I would have expected so far. I think so. I'm feeling very positive about this set. I really am. Honestly, I know there's been a lot of complaints about aggro in standard and monstrous rage and cutter, and some of them from me, because I like to play Magic and I like to complain about Magic. But I'm feeling very hopeful about the future of standard. I feel like we've had some really good sets, and I really have faith that Wizards. And I don't know why, because it's the worst thing to have faith in. not logical. It's faith, though. It's faith. That faith is believing in something that you probably shouldn't believe in, right? I think that's the definition of faith. But, the Pro Tour is going to be a disaster. But after the Pro Tour, I really think that the combination of rotation and the yearly ban window, I think Standard's going to be good. I'm holding out a lot of hope that it's going to be sweet. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Yuna's really powerful, but if you're dead on turn 4, what good does a 5-drop do you? So that's kind of the concern, I guess. But I think it's gonna end up in a good spot. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that Wizards will course correct if things get too out of. I would say if I was in charge, I think Monstrous Rage has to go 100%, and I think it will go 100%. I think that's the given. Once you get beyond Monstrous Rage, Richard's been playing some alchemy, and Richard's been telling me that, like, banning Monstrous Rage isn't actually going to stop the prowess decks, because because they're already banned in Alchemy, and it's still the best deck in the format. So that makes me think maybe the Prowess deck, maybe you got to ban Cutter too. Personally, if I was doing the yearly ban list update, I would probably ban Rage, Manifold Mouse, Cutter, and I have such a high tolerance for bannings where I would be like, I'd be fine with banning, I don't know, up the beanstalk to future-proof things in case it gets really good again or whatever. Like, I wouldn't even mind tossing, if there's a deck you think is going to come up and be 50% of the meta, just ban it just in case. I'm fine with that. This is our one shot per year. So I would be fine with them going even harder on it. But I think they're going to. I think they're actually going to. Well, get in. Missing his land drop's kind of brutal here. Down to 13. Can the FOMO go all the way? Hit ya. Down to 11. Pass the turn. Unimpend. Yeah, I mean, that's the good news if you're a lover of Cutter or Mice. Those cards are so busted. You can play Mice in Pioneer and you play Cutter all the way back to Modern. So even if they're like, even if they're banned out of Standard, the cards are still really good. You'll still be able to make uses of them. I do wonder, though, I feel like just, if you nerf the red aggro a little bit, I feel like that opens up so much more space in the meta that wasn't there before. Like, that might really solve most of the problems. Like, if it just slows down a little, you don't got to be as focused on mono red. That might be enough. That might be enough to like let you have more slots to fight against Omniscience or whatever matchup that you don't like or whatever. So I think that's also a possibility. I'll get in, hit ya. And I guess we stay on defense this time. Unimpend. It's going to be close. We got our opponent down to 11. Missing the land drop's not ideal. We have a lot of power in hand should we get to it. Oh my god, everyone play at Una. Everyone on Una. Oh man, okay. So apparently whatever I did not work. Why am I getting notifications about it? Underground Mortuary. And getting in. So we can wait, does this have, oh, it has ward now too. All right, yeah, this is looking a lot worse. And they get back a summon Primal Odin. Found it. Una. And Summon Titan. Mills some cards. Oh. Alright. Untap, we draw an island, play the land. Yeah, we can play the Kefka, but I feel like it's just going to be too slow here. Discard a Carnosaur. Found it. Discards Town Greeter. Well, pass the turn. Unimpend. My goodness, Discord. All right, I'm definitely going to have to figure out this Discord stuff because I can't just have everyone posting their Discord messages on here. How do I make this stop? All right. Well, I'm going to have to take Bear out in a minute anyway. It's so much damage. 9 and 5. That has Anal has lifelink. My god. Yeah, I think we're just so far behind in mana on this one. Our opponent got the graveyard synergies going first, and we just been stumbling around on our manas. Down to 2. Town Greeter. I closed Discord, but apparently that doesn't even work. I guess you gotta like log off or something because it just minimizes. Oh, Discord. Yeah, I tried that, but that doesn't work either. Found it. I'm gonna mill some cards. Town Greeter. And summon Bahamut. Yeah, all right. You have done it, opponent. You have done it. All right, one more Grixis game. One more Grixis game, and then I got to take Bear out, and then I'm gonna have to figure out why Discord is. I turned on streamer mode. That's the thing. Like, that's why I don't understand is I actually just went and turned on streamer mode, turned off all notifications. Like, it's so weird because it's like, you can see, like, disable all notifications, disable all sounds. Streamer mode is not enabled. Okay. So streamer mode is on now, but I don't know why, like, why would disable notifications and all that not not do that? All right, one more Grixis match. Let's go out on top. We can do it. Here we go. This hand looks fine. We got lands of all of our colors. We got an Emmett Selch. We might not have a Kefka, but we'll find our Kefka. Our Kefka's gonna be coming. I guess we don't have black mana. That part's not as good, but actually we can't cast any. On second thought, this hand actually sucks. We can only cast Fear Missing Out. Found it. Verge and Night. Oh, a Night deck, Night of Malice. It was starting town. Okay. Well, that fixes all the mana issues. Let us play a Mountain and a Fear Missing Out. And discard a... Ooh, this has Hexproof from white. Yeah, let's discard the push pull. Well, there's our Kefka. Pass the turn. About it. All right, gonna get lost the FOMO. That's fine. Gets and hits us. Well, let's play the starting town. Get down the Emmett-Selch. Do a little looting. Discard Emmett-Selch. I feel like Emmett-Selch is kind of good. Yeah, we got the starting town down. I got it halfway. I think I got it now. I might be a slow learner, but eventually, I sort of learn. And then I forget after a few days and learn it again. And then I remember. Opponent. More get laws. Gets and hits us. So there's a Zombify. But nothing great to reanimate yet. Well, let's play the land. Let's impend the Overlord. Do a little, see if we can get something big in the graveyard for this. Oh, okay. There are multiple summon Bahamut's. Get back a Emmett-Selch. Play the Fear Missing Out. We're actually just going to discard the Emmett-Selch again. We need to hit an untapped black source. That's what we want the most. Well, starting town a little bit tapped. Starting town's felt good though. I feel like starting town's pretty good. Yeah, I think that Emmett-Selch, it might just be, so it's competing with like Preacher of the Schism, which Preacher is pretty good too. But the fact that the backside actually seems relatively achievable, that's what makes me think, okay, this, untapped but not black mana. Okay, well, we're just going to Zombify. Summon Bahamut. Bahamut. And then I think we just blow up the Cecil, which is going to end up flipping kind of quick. Play the land. Yeah, we'll get him with a FOMO a couple times. Might as well. Get in, hit ya. Coin Rebirth, I'm telling you. Get in, hit ya. Unimped. And about it. GG's. That's a GG. Yeah, that only took one summon Bahamut. The second one didn't even come down. Oh. Well, here's what I gotta say. So I think that brings us to the end of our early access stream. Don't worry, there's gonna be lots of coverage on the YouTube, all that kind of stuff. So lots more decks are coming up. There's so many we didn't get to. But my overall impression so far of the decks we played, I think the two that really stuck out is feeling the most powerful. One is the Kefka deck. Emmett-Selch felt great. Kefka felt great. The big summons to reanimate felt great. That didn't really surprise me. Those seemed like good Grixis-y, kind of mid-rangey cards. The one that surprised me, Chocobo. Chocobo actually felt like the most busted deck we played. And it sounds weird that this pile of random flightless birds and landfall cards is actually good, but it actually felt really good, to the point where I'm starting to think that maybe Chocobo might actually exist in standard proper. Like, Traveling Chocobo was good, the cheap stuff was good. Bart's and Boko was absolutely insane with Traveling Chocobo to like shoot down multiple things. It was, and then you have Salvation Swan, which is blinking stuff, letting you reuse the ETBs. It felt like a really powerful, like, Panharmonicon style deck. They can also be really aggressive. So that was the deck that impressed me the most. The biggest loser, the deck that impressed me the least out of our decks, definitely Big Red. The good news, though, is we're definitely going to play Clive and Pioneer with Nick those, and I think it's going to be busted there. I think it might just be, like, a little expensive and a little clunky for Standard, but in Pioneer, I think Clive is actually going to be really, really sweet. Have you tried One Turn Tifa yet? We haven't tried One Turn Tifa yet, but we've played against it a few times, but I've been working on a build of it. It's going to be coming. Anyway, everyone, that brings us to the end of our early access day stream. The good news is we're gonna do a little raid on Crimothy. Crim has been streaming, so I'm gonna send you over to Crim. On the way there, though, reminders: replay YouTube for all the old streams, normal YouTube, tons of gameplay content coming out. One more shout out to Card King, our sponsor. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. Y'all are amazing. You're awesome. I love y'all. I know so many people are streaming and doing stuff today. I appreciate you hanging out. Have an amazing day. Be good, everyone. I love you, and I will talk to you soon.